Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? Today, we are going to do round 13 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, Season 13. This is part 2 of a doubleheader for today. Today and tomorrow, we'll be doing doubleheaders on both days. If you did not watch round 12, be sure to check the VOD of round 12 before you watch round 13 or after this stream ends. So, I have not loaded the other team's roster quite yet. We're going to get started with the Chaos Corp at no custody, but before that, I'm going to talk about something unrelated. Okay, so there's one player on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm not a Bucs fan, but there was one guy I was hoping he could maybe make it to the Final 53. He is Shiloh Sanders, one of the sons of Dion, and he got ejected for fist fighting one of the Buffalo Bills tight ends, and I was like, come on, man, god damn it. He, that might cost him. That might, cost, Shiloh Sanders a slot, because he had been having, like, one of those, like, relatively better feel-good story, because, unlike his brother, he went undrafted, even though, you know, Shadur, we already know what happened to Shadur. Shadur, fell down the draft, like, the number 2 pick all the way to the 5th round. Still got picked by Cleveland, though. But, yeah, I'm like, like, I was kind of following him. It's like one of those minorly frustrating things. We'll see what happens, because lots of teams have been making their roster cuts as soon as they finish playing the game, and there are no Sunday games in the final week of the preseason in the NFL. So all of today's games, that's it. Nothing on Sunday. Then we won't have any NFL action until the opening day on September 4th. That's when my team, the Cowboys, got to go to Philly, and they're going to drop the banner on us. They're going to drop the banner on us because they actually knew how to go all in. Jerry boy, that's what going all in looks like. You get one of the best players from your division rivals, and oh my god, Micah Parsons is just going to sign with the Eagles next offseason, isn't he? That's what's going to happen, right? I already know it. Anyways, the last Amiibo for no custody is being loaded right now, and as we're doing that, I'm going to ping the Discord real quick, just so that we can say, hey, hello everybody, we are live. So let me get that real quick. We'll also yap about the standings, all that, what's going on in this league too, because there are 5 rounds remaining to this league. And of course, every team is on bye. So, the Novas are going to be on bye today, as we mentioned in the earlier stream. The Novas are currently the number 2 seed, 8-4 with a plus 11 differential. Unless we see like a 5-0 win from your worst nightmare or no custody, then Novas are going to comfortably be in that number 2 slot. Number 1, if they somehow win, if they win... Oh, wait, no, the Novas are on bye. The Novas could go up to the number 1 seed on their bye week if the Swarm loses, because the Novas have the best differential in the league. Alright, let me ping the Discord real quick. So, live now, round 13 of Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, Season 3. By the way, for those of you who don't have a team yet or are considering splitting off from your current team, if you are interested in becoming an expansion franchise in Season 4, make sure to join the Discord, all that. My plan is to open expansion applications as soon as the regular season ends, so we'll kind of get an idea of how many trainers want to join during the playoffs. Speaking of playoffs, let's look at those standings real quick. We already mentioned that the Novas, they're on bye, they're currently the number 2 seed, but the number 8 seed right now is very Doggish's team. They have won back-to-back games ever since snapping that 5-game losing streak. They are back up to a 6-5 record. In fact, everyone here in this playoff standings has 6 wins or more. The number 7 seed right now is Edmonton, 6-5 with a +4 record. They got that win over the Chaos Corp in the previous round, so they are currently holding the number 7 spot. Number 6 right now is the Ditto Burritos. They lost in the previous round, but they didn't fall too far, so they're still in a playoff spot right now. Number 5 with 7-4 record, +5 differential, that's going to be the Dynamic Divorce. We're not going to see them this game, but we are going to see them in the next game. That is Joe's Dynamic Divorce. No Custody, who's going to be the first game up tonight. They are the number 4 seed. They are 7-4 with a +6 differential. Them and Your Worst Nightmare are tied with the same record, but Your Worst Nightmare has head-to-head over No Custody. Your Worst Nightmare, that's the number 3 seed right now. Actually, Your Worst Nightmare and the Ditto Burritos, they're going to face off against each other right now. If the playoffs ended right here, then the Ditto Burritos would go to Your Worst Nightmare if this were an actual playoff series. So that matchup right there, that's going to be the 7th match of the night. That could be a possible playoff picture match that we potentially see. The number 2 seed, as we mentioned, that's going to be the Swarm. They are on bye this week with an 8-4 record plus 11 differential. And the number 1 seed is going to be the Swarm, who is coming off of their bye. They are 8-3 with a plus 7 record. Their first game back from the bye is going to be the last game of the night, as they go to the 8-bit Bots, who are currently 6-6. They are currently 5-7. As for the standings outside of the playoffs, there are 3 more 6-5 teams who are just out of the playoff picture. Toronto, the Ceiling Fans, and the Time Zone Squad with +2, 0, and +-1 differentials respectively. Then you have 2 5-6 teams in the Starbreakers and Red Plus Blue. Their differentials are -2 and -3. 8-bit Butts, they are the 14th seed at 5-7, -1 differential. That's a pretty high differential for a 5-7 team. So if the 8-bit Bots go on some sort of insane run in these last 4 games that they have, because the 8-bit Bots have yet to have their bye, that's going to be in the round 15. There's a chance that they could possibly go on a run. Who knows? Any team could go on a run. Your number 15 seed, that's going to be Detroit, 4-7 with a -3 differential. Detroit goes to Ottawa to play against them. Ottawa is one of 3 teams tied at 4-8 right now, but the Chaos Corp, Team Instinct, their differentials are -8. Chaos Corp has head-to-head over the Team Instinct, so that's why the order is Chaos Corp, Team Instinct, Ottawa. Ottawa is at -9 in 18th place. And last place right now, that's going to be the 456 Squadron, 3-8 record with a -12 differential. Alright, with all those standings out of the way, there is one thing I want to address real quick, and that is something that happened at the end of the previous round. Nightmares Isabel Aika, she, by technicality, got the KO on Victex King Deity Crouch. So she got that back here, that got rid of the King Deity, but Isabel self-destructed first in the process. So here's how it's being credited. The Isabel is being credited for KOing the King Deity, but the King Deity is being credited with KOing the Isabel since the Isabel self-destructed first, and since the King Deity obviously survived and all that, King Deity is also being credited with the leadoff win, since leadoff wins and leadoff losses are determined by who died first. The only exception regarding self-destructions with credit all that is with Hero. If a hero self-destructs himself using Kamikaze, then nobody is credited with KOing the hero because he KO'd himself, but if the Kamikaze explodes and KOs the opponent, then the hero is credited with that KO post-mortem. So that's the similar situation here going with Aika. So she's credited with a KO, so she has 3 KOs in the leadoff right now despite losing the leadoff against Crouch. And that also does mean that Nachos, the game credited Nachos with the KO, but we're crediting Aika here, so Nachos will only be at 16 KOs. Something's a little bit off of our spreadsheet, and that's because Nachos is not there. Okay. Yeah, here's Nachos. Yeah, Nachos, as we mentioned, that's going to be 16 KOs for the King Deity. So, with all that said, it's been a couple minutes, so let's get started with this match. It's going to be the Chaos Corp at no custody. We apologize for the long yapping. Aika, Snaketails, they're going to be your leadoffs. I think that we've got enough time for people to join in all that. Aika is currently 2-6 with 3 KOs in the leadoff. Snaketails is 4-4 with 7 KOs in the leadoff. She just came off a 3 KO performance for no custody as they got that win over Team Instinct. Now they face another expansion franchise in the Chaos Corp. So, we see the Isabel attempting to pocket the Pyra's sword, but can Isabel even pocket that? It's 44-10 right now. We're going to see the fishing hook. It's going to land. It's going to be side B from the Pyra. 59-25 right now as we see the Pyra just get hit by down air, up throw, followed by, what do we see? Down air, up special. That will get rid of Aika. So Aika will fall down to 2-7. This Pyra Myth right here, Snaketail, she's going to be 5-4 with 8 KOs for the season now as the leadoff. And, oh no, I think Myth was going to get KO'd here. She will be... I forgot, she's back on the stage, so my apologies. False call, she's back on the stage. It's going to be 16 to 108, as we forgot to mention. Nachos is on the stage right now for the Chaos Corp, so it's going to be 48, 52, 70 right now, as Nachos has 16 KOs this season, but the Mithra already putting 70% onto King Deity. Jab, jab, jab's going to make it 81. 81 to 108, side special gets shielded, and we see up smash. That will get rid of Snake Tails, but big damage onto Nachos as Glue Stink. Net Easy's Ganondorf going to come out right now. Side B is going to miss. Forward tilt from Nachos, and we're going to see just a down tilt getting shielded. It's going to be the dash attack, followed by up air. Nachos still alive at 127. Side B is going to miss. Up smash gets shielded from the King Deity. 142 to 9 right now as King Deity going to go high, and he's going to miss the up tilt, surprisingly. 142 to 21 as Glue Stink forward tilt. This King Deity needs to do some catching up right here because of the big deficit the Pyro Mithra caused. Back throw is going to send Nachos off stage as we see Nachos coming back on, but up tilt, it will not land, just waiting for that to end. We're going to see a back throw, and I think this is going to be it for Nachos. No, not yet. 174 to 37, and it will be the up special. Nachos back onto the stage as this Ganondorf struggling to actually knock out the King Deity amiibo. This is Nightmare's King Deity, 16 KOs this season, and we're going to see forward tilt. Glue Stink is still off stage at 75%. He will come back, but a forward tilt got shielded. That one's going to get shielded too, and this third one, nope. Up smash got shielded. Up smash from the King Deity. 174 to 96 as this game has been slowing down in its pace because nobody has been getting the KO on anybody. Up special from the Ganondorf. He will up smash. He will be KO'd. So Nachos, that's going to be his second KO of the game. He is at 18 KOs now, 2 behind the MVP Pancakes. We're going to see up tilt, followed by up tilt again. What do we see next as Nightmare's King Deity against Net Easy Zelda now. Star Slide will get rid of Nachos, but not before he gets up to 18 KOs. Funshine, which is Doveman's Banjo-Kazooie, going to come out. This is a 3 versus 3 scenario thanks to the efforts of Nachos. We see forward smash. That's going to be a neutral air, followed by, nope, the grab missed. So Banjo with that grenade, a point-blank grenade. That's going to be... Did he launch the grenade at the Zelda and then get that forward smash to get rid of Star Slot? That was an amazing maneuver from Funshine right there. It's 24 to 21 right now as we see the down smash. That's going to miss. It's going to be up smash. This Banjo-Kazooie, by the way, he's been getting 1 KO in almost every single game these last few rounds. It's going to be 46 to 53 right now. It's Phipps. Forward smash to put some damage on the Funshine. He's at 71. Comes back to the ledge. Forward smash, that gets shielded from Phipps. Side B, and that's parry. Down smash for the Banjo. Phipps is off stage at 75. And he will get hit by the egg. He will come back. No! That's 2 KOs from Funshine now in this game. And Bajista. B-Fans Banjo-Kazooie will have a 1 versus 3 scenario for no custody. It's going to be 79 to 0 right now as we're going to see out of parry the grenade, but it gets parried. Forward smash from Bajista. It's 97 to 0 right now. Funshine, I believe, has all 5 feathers remaining, while Bajista has not used a single one yet. 102, 107 to 21. That down tilt is going to make this 112 to 21, and we're going to see the grenade. He has a grenade on his hand, and Funshine just trying to survive. He will be able to come back with the side special, and Bajista jumped into it, so Bajista already at 41. Back throw, going to make this 141 to just 41, as we see Funshine back on stage. Behind Funshine, by the way, there is going to be Nemesis and the Madman. We forgot to tell you the actual roster order for the Chaos Corp, as 1AM's hero is starting in this game. It's 141 to 87, but Funshine with the forward smash. That's a 3 KO performance from the Banjo-Kazooie. The Chaos Corp, they are going to avoid a losing record for now, as they will advance to a 5-8 record. No custody is going to fall down to 7-5. So immediately to start off the night, we have Nachos with 2 KOs to go up to 18, and Funshine with his first 3 KO performance. Alright. Snaketails got the leadoff window, so Snaketails going to be 5-4 with 8 KOs in the leadoff. Star Slot, she gets a KO for no custody. We got that screenshot already. And we're doing 2 games between each intermission, so let's head to game number 2. Alright. The second game, it's going to be Red plus Blue at the Dynamic Divorce. So let's go to Dynamic Divorce's home stage. That's going to be Midgar Battlefield form. We are going to see the amiibo on the thumbnail in this match, Joe's Zelda Aerith. But first, Red plus Blue. Let's load in the roster real quick. I'm going to get a sip of my drink while we find Mario Dudes, Olimar, Fred. Penguin's Midnight Lower is going to be the second slot right now for this team, so let's find Lower real quick. Loading. By the way, unrelated, but when we get to the final round of the regular season, so round 17, I think I'm going to do a slightly different structure regarding the intermissions, all that. I think I'm going to do 3 2 and 3 2 2. So a 3-2-2 split. So that would only be 3 intermissions in between the games to allow for a double intermission after the end of the round. Just because whenever we get to round 17, finish that, I want to announce the playoff standings and the MVP and all that other important information live on stream. So in round 17, we're planning to only have 3 intermissions during the actual round, 2 after the round ends, in order to give me time to prepare for the final standings. I might consider it for the second part of the doubleheader as well, just to test it out. We would do like the first 3 games for the independent teams. Not fully sure yet, but Cicada's Ganondorf Hassan is going to be the last amiibo loaded for this team. By the way, this Ganondorf does have a very similar scenario to what we happened with Ica. So this Ganondorf, he is the first, maybe the second amiibo to be credited with a 0 KO game winner. It's because, okay, Dumas got the game-winning KO against the opponent in that game, but Dumas died, the opponent died, and Hassan had enough time to come back onto the field, which is why Hassan got credit for that game winner despite not getting the KO. That happened back in round 10 or 11, I believe. Anyways, Red plus Blue's opponent, the Dynamic Divorce. The leadoff has been changed again, so it's going to be Eon 2's Byleth. So Failnut, the #1 overall pick in the Season 1 draft. He is going to be the first amiibo here. Let's bring in Failnut. Alright. The second amiibo for this team, it's going to be Bunsui's Piranha Plant TBD. So the 1, 2, 3 is being switched around a little bit. The number 3 slot, by the way, that's going to be Joe's Zelda Aerith. I spent like 45 minutes trying to make the thumbnail of that because, okay, I'll do a quick little, not behind the scenes, but a quick explanation of what I did. So with Zelda's down special, I think on the fully charged version, well, I did it with the fully charged version, but whenever the knight disappears, he disappears with the purple flame. So I was trying to get Zelda either the side special or the side taunt to kind of have her natural orange flames with the flames of the thing. I tried multiple attempts, all of that, but it just wouldn't work at certain scenarios, all that. We did ultimately get it to work for the picture on the thumbnail, but that's probably one of my best pictures I've ever taken, like, all time for this thumbnail. Luckman's Hero Mythos is going to be slot 4, by the way. I know y'all saw it in the thumbnail, all that, but I'm proud, and actually, that's one of the images that does not use the vivid filter for that thumbnail. The picture you see in the thumbnail actually uses the clear filter, not vivid, because here's the thing. If I tried using the vivid filter, it was going to make Zelda's skin appear more orange, and it was going to make her hair also appear more orange. I wanted the skin to appear light and the hair to appear dark, and the clear filter allowed for that, unlike vivid. The one time where vivid kind of backfires a little, because, you know, with vivid, you want the colors to pop, but the colors are just able to pop better with lighter skin on Zelda, darker hair for Zelda, because, you know, opposite colors are better at clashing. The orange glow is just starting to homogenize things a little bit. Anyways, Game 2 of the 13th round. We're going to have Fred versus Failnut as your leadoffs for, this is going to be Red plus Blue at the Dynamic Divorce. Fred is 2-1 with 3 KOs as the leadoff, while Failnut is 2-1 with 2 KOs in the leadoff. Alright, let's begin as your remaining roster orders. Fred, Lore, Lego Batman, Dumas, and Hassan against Failnut, TBD, Aerith, Mythos, and Tifa. This is a home game for the Dynamic Divorce, so we're going to be on Midgard Battlefield form. That's the stage I use for the picture, by the way. Usually I use whatever stage, like, is their home stage or where they're going to be in the next round. Fred, Failnut, your leadoffs. I'm going to get a quick sip of drink. Alright, and we're going to see that Pikmin already dealing damage onto Failnut. Failnut will get both of them off though, so the red Pikmin, yellow Pikmin already dead. We see the white and purple being plucked for Fred right now. It's 26-61 right now, as we see forward air. Dash attack will miss. It's going to be a side B, but nope, down smash attack got parried, so it's going to be the Olimar used up special out of the parry. What was he thinking? 37-78 right now. It's going to be 44-78. Luckily, he did not steer course, or else he probably would have self-destructed at one of those angles. Because Olimar, he is prone to that sometimes. You gotta be like very close to the ledge though. I only know this because there used to be a worst amiibo scene, something like that, and Olimar was like one of the worst amiibo. It's 89 to 107 between Fred and Fail. Now right now, as we're going to see just Olimar, he plucks the blue Pikmin now. His Pikmin order is purple, red, blue. And that up smash that's going to miss. Fred with another leadoff win. So that's going to be 3-1 for Fred in the leadoff with 4 KOs as such. But Fred at 120 already as TBD coming out for the Dynamic Divorce. It's 134 to 14 right now. And that blue Pikmin is just going to get thrown off to the opposite ledge as this Olimar has 2 purples and 1 white Pikmin available. It's going to be, there's a full charge poison available for this plant if he wants to use it, but Olimar, he is barely going to come back onto the stage. And down air, that was a purple Pikmin, so that's going to be 2 KOs for Fred in the leadoff. 3 parries right there from Fred in order to get out of the up smash, but forward smash, that will get rid of Fred. So Aerith with another KO. It's going to be Lord versus Aerith right now. So the Amiibo on the thumbnail. She will get a KO on here. It's going to be 0 to 43 right now as Panger's Meta Knight. He's going to miss that. Gets hit by the up air. And we see forward smash. Nope, got interrupted. 22 to 53. That's another side B putting Aerith at 63 right now. She will come back onto the stage though. 22 to 63 as we're going to see forward smash putting Lore at 39, followed by what do we see next? It's going to be down air, but down smash from the Meta Knight. And forward air, that's going to miss. Neutral air sends Aerith back. It's 43 to 87 as Aerith, the Meta Knight is above, and she will just, nope, up tilt are going to miss. Up tilt, up air is going to miss though. It's 51 to 96 right now as forward air. Aerith will go further off stage, and Meta Knight went deep, and it's a 4 versus 2 scenario with red plus blue in the lead. Mythos is going to come out now for the Dynamic Divorce. It's going to be 51 to 13. Neutral air, this hero should be able to come back onto the stage. He will. 60 to 19 right now as another up B. Luckman only has half mana right now. 60 mana as he's going to charge a fireball. That fireball is going to be half charged and it will hit Lore. 100 to 19 right now. We see forward smash getting parried. Meta Knight with a jab. The flurry is going to miss. And that side B, that will hit Mythos. So Mythos off stage at 32. He's going to come back on but gets hit by the back air on the way back up. We see Accelerate available for this hero, so he'll be able to move faster. That's forward smash, so 1 KO for Mythos. Now here's Lego Batman. Lego Batman puts Mythos at 65 right now. Jab, jab, jab makes it 75 now. Mythos back onto the stage. The Accelerate runs out. It's going to be 11 to 75 right now as neutral air, followed by, nope, that was going to be a down smash attempt, but the down tilt is able to outrange. 11 to 117 right now as Mythos. He really needs to rack some damage onto here because I don't think Joe's Cloud will be able to rack massive damage. And that's going to be a 1 versus 3 scenario for Tifa. Joe's Cloud Amiibo, who currently has 16 KOs this season, trying to compete in that MVP race, is going to be 46, 55. At this point, I don't know if this Cloud can make the 3 KO comeback, but he should at least try to stat pad. It's going to be 55. Side B, Cloud will barely survive that right there from Lego Batman, but he's already at 75. The meter, that's going to miss Lego Batman. 73 to 75. Forward smash. It's going to get shielded. This one is not going to land because of the grab. Tifa at 99% right now. The Byleth attempting to go for neutral special. It missed. Way too high. It's going to be 83 to 115 right now. As what do we see next? We're going to see the Cloud side special. 107 to 115 between these two Amiibo as the Cloud. Can he at least get 1 KO in this blowout game? It's going to be 107 to 122, 119 as Tifa has a full charge meter, missed the neutral special, but this forward smash, that's going to be KO number 18 for this Cloud. Sorry, KO 17. Forward smash is going to send Dumas at, it's going to be Dumas coming out by the way, 16 to 140. This is an Ivysaur lead. And Charizard is now going to be out now, back air. That's going to be a 5 to 3 victory for red plus blue. Alright, so a blowout win, well it was a blowout, Cloud did get 1 KO at least, but 2 KOs from Fred. There was some back and forth action, but back and forth does not get you anywhere when you're down by 2 stocks. Dumas with the game winning KO by switching to Charizard. Hassan will get the rest for tonight. As, let's see, red plus blue, what's their record going to be now? They are going to be 6-6 with 4 games remaining to their schedule. Right? Does this sound right? Does this sound wrong? Let's see. Yeah, 6-6. The Dynamic Divorce, they're going to fall down to 7-5, which means this does open the window for your worst nightmare to possibly start running away with the number 3 seed, maybe contend with the Novas and Swarm for the number 1. Alright, let's get that screenshot, and we're going to head to your first intermission of the night. Oh yeah, that's right, the last pool, we saw I believe it was the Byleth and the Ganondorf which advanced in the last pool. The Mewtwo should have a chance in the wild card, I believe, but pool... Oh no, I never actually loaded the bins. Okay, no worries, I actually have them down real quick, so let's see. Who do we need? We'll introduce them in chronological order. The first Amiibo we're going to have is going to be White Cheese's Young Link Juice Box. So let's bring him in onto the top. Juice Box is going to be facing off against B-Fans Link Papa. So let's find Papa real quick. Here he is. Loading, loading. So that means B-Fans Link going to be on the top going left and right. The bottom left corner, we are going to see Jaws' Byleth Power. So let's bring in Power real quick. Where is she? I believe this Byleth uses the red alt, the one for, I forgot her name. I never actually played Fire Emblem Three Houses, but, her. The Jaws' Byleth Power will be going up against KB's Mega Man Corso. So let's find Corso real quick. Alright, here he is. By the way, there's 2 Mega Men in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, but both of them are currently free agents right now. Detroit did have one on the roster at some point, though. The bottom right corner, we are going to see Rap Jam's Piranha Plant Bong, currently on Very Dog's team roster right now after being traded from the Novas. So let's see him real quick. Bong, loading, loading. Alright, here is Bong. He will be going up against Lee's Banjo-Kazooie Cleese. So let's find Lee real quick. Lee is going to be in back-to-back pools for today. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so this is going to be pool 26 of the Giant Intermission. When we come back from the intermission, we're going to have the Starbreakers at the Time Zone Squad. Then, we're going to have Detroit versus Ottawa. We'll talk more about those games when we come back from the intermission. Thank you for your patience as we were finishing round 1 of the Giant Intermission. Power gets that 2-1 victory over Corso as, yeah, I suspected. 9 minutes, 33 seconds long for that game. That's why we want to do less intermissions in the future. Like, space them out even further, all that. Because, let's be real, sometimes the intermissions, they just take forever, all that. We want to see a Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, but 1 a.m., I need to rest my voice sometimes, so just to make sure that, you know, I still can do good commentary throughout the whole night. Especially for like double headers like these. Let's get back straight to your Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League actually. Hello, welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. So, the 4-game win streak that the Starbreakers had has been snapped. The first of those 4 wins came during Michaela's last game as general manager. The last 3 came when White Cheese took over as GM and went on that win streak with the low tiers. They lost in the previous round, I believe, to, let's see, they lost to Detroit in the previous round. Fun fact, these 2 teams have been having opposite but equal trajectories right now. The Starbreakers, they started off 2-5, they are currently 5-6, which includes going 3-1 in their last 4 games. The Time Zone Squad, on the other hand, they started off 5-2, but they are currently 6-5 as they are 1-3 in their last 4 games. So completely opposite directions right here as the Time Zone Squad. They're trying to avoid a late season collapse. The Reaper, which was one of their trade acquisitions in the previous round, he got that leadoff win in his leadoff debut, currently 1-0 with 1 KO. As for their opponent, your mom, this is going to be the 5th game of the White Cheese era. So that means this is going to be leadoff number 5 for your mom. After this, the link will be able to be officially documented right now. So let's see. He is 2-2 with 2 KOs in the leadoff. So we'll see what happens between these 2. The roster orders are the same. So it's going to be your mom, Lasagna, MacBook, Pink Furby, and Chuck E. Cheese going up against the Reaper, Slime God, Pancakes the Trader, and Trident. Let's begin. The Starbreakers, they are trying to possibly get into a playoff spot late in this season. The Time Zone Squad, they're trying to avoid a late season collapse. Your mom, the Reaper, they're going to be your leadoffs, as we have those low tiers. They have been cooking so far for the Starbreakers. The Reaper is the Squirtle lead, by the way. Immediate side special putting your mom at 17. It's going to be 17-0 right now. So both of them coming back onto the stage. It's going to be forward tail out of that parry for the link, followed by forward smash. The Reaper. Do we see a switch to Ivysaur? No, we do not. So it's still going to be the Squirtle for the Reaper right now. It's a 17-41. We're at the Time Zone Squad home stage of, this is going to be Umbra Clock Tower Omega form. The Squirtle throws a bomb towards Link, but it does not do anything. Up smash going to put your mom at 36. It's going to be forward smash. This Squirtle will survive, but he's still going to be the Squirtle right now, 80%. It's going to be 37-80 right now. Forward air, fall by. We see nothing from the Squirtle. Just trying to throw him an offstage presence. Side special. Your mom is at 63 right now as Squirtle is still out for the Reaper. It's going to be 63-88 as if Squirtle goes off stage, he will not switch to Ivysaur. Now we see a manual switch to Ivysaur, which means if Ivysaur gets hit or Ivysaur goes off stage, then we will see the switch to Charizard. It's going to be 110-88. We see the down smash, and we still don't see Charizard quite yet. It's going to be side special into side special, 126-109. And we see Charizard coming out now. Flare Blitz, that's going to miss. Charizard is off stage. He will come back on, however. It's going to be down smash, and your mom is 3-2 as a leadoff. Now we see Slime God, Amalgamate Hero Amiibo. He's going to land that bomb, actually, the Link bomb on himself. Up smash, that puts Slime God at 22. It's going to be forward throw, and we see forward air from the Link. He will tech that, however. Your mom still alive at 163%, as we're going to see forward tilt missing from Slime God, and we see heal. So we will heal down to 34, 174 to 34 to 82. Slime God just going to stay on stage, does not go for any magic tricks. Out of parry, we see up special from the hero. That's another up B out of parry, but it does work out with the up tilt. So Slime God does get the KO. Now we see Lasagna, very doggish as Mario. I believe he has 4, maybe 5 KOs so far this season, as he's going to come back onto the stage. Jab, 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 making this 39-47. We're going to see Fireball. This Mario does have the ability to reflect projectiles, and that's a forward smash. The Slime God is off stage. We're going to see 39-75 right now as Lasagna. We're going to see the neutral air. We're going to just wait for down smash. Slime God should be able to come back onto the stage despite the angle. No! Fireball, Fireball, and that's a KO for Lasagna. So here comes the current MVP favorite, Nightmares King Deity Pancakes, as we're going to see him. He has 20 KOs so far this season, 3 away from tying the record, 4 from breaking it, as Lasagna. It's at 77-60 right now, as the Mario already has 60 onto Pancakes. We see a Gordo that's going to hit the Mario. It does not. barely missed the reflection. It's going to be 83 to 70 right now. Forward tilt, going to make this 91 to 70. Dash attack, that's going to get rid of Lasagna. That is KO number 21 from Pancakes. He is 2 away from tying the record. But B fans, Little Mac is going to come in right now. We see the jab, going to be 13 to 108. Forward smash, that will get rid of Pancakes. Now it's a 3 versus 2 scenario as the Trader going to come in right now for the Time Zone Squad. Was acquired in a trade from the Star Breakers, actually, as this is going to be the first time the Trader faces off against his former team. He was disgraced from the roster when White Cheese took over as new general manager, did not want anything to do with the Trader, as now the Trader. He is on his 3rd team in franchise history. This Little Mac has the KO punch available right now. He has not landed one so far this season. Will he land it? Nope, forward tilt as Little Mac. KO punch, I think it's going to run. Does it run out? I don't remember. 78 to 61 right now as we see the Trader still trying to come back onto the stage. KO punch will not get used. 88 to 74 right now. Back and forth is not what the Time Zone Squad wants. There is still the Ganondorf in the back, however, as we see the Trader. He will barely come back onto the stage. So he barely makes it, and that's going to be up throw. MacBook is going to be at 103% right now, as we're going to see the down tilt. That's going to miss, but forward throw. No, back throw, actually. 119 to 83 as iron tools are available for this steed. We're going to see jab, getting interrupted in that forward smash. We're going to see jab. That will get rid of the Trader. That's going to be Luckman's Ganondorf in a 1 versus 3 scenario. That gets rid of Little Mac. Now we see Pink Furby. Misses the rest. That's an immediate up smash from the Ganondorf. Going to be 28 to 100 right now. Out of parry. Forward smash. But we see forward tilt from the Ganondorf. Followed by a forward throw. Pink Furby at 59%. So, Pink Furby currently has 5 KOs this season, as Pink Furby deals some damage. Already 83% for Luckman's Ganondorf right now. There is still Chuck E. Cheese in the back, by the way, for the Star Breakers, as it's going to be 59 to 96. 74 to 96 as side special, followed by down tilt. That's going to miss. Jigglypuff missed the rest, so Ganondorf has 2 KOs. Now we see Chuck E. Cheese coming out. Penger's King Dedede. Can he close this for the Star Breakers, or will Luckman's Ganondorf Trident get the 3 versus 1 comeback? It's going to be 0 to 138 right now, as this Ganondorf, massive deficit right here. We're going to see the forward tilt into, what do we see? Out of parry. Ganondorf will just not do anything. It's going to be forward tilt from the King Dedede now. 13 to 146 as now we see forward tilt, followed by down throw. Down special is going to miss because the King Dedede jumped. It's going to be neutral special, and we see forward smash getting interrupted by the Ganondorf neutral air. It's going to be Gordo. That will get rid of Trident. So Chuck E. Cheese is going to close this out. The Star Breakers are now 4-1 in the White Cheese era. They're going to go up to a 6-6 record. The Time Zone Squad, they are going to fall down to 6-6 as this team is starting to suffer a late season collapse. So, look at that. It was going to be some beautiful back and forth action, but MacBook, he gets 2 KOs. Luckman's Ganondorf Trident was trying to make that comeback, but just falls short against Chuck E. Cheese. A 5-4 victory for the Star Breakers, as I think if they get like 2 or 3 more wins, they might be able to sneak into one of the later playoff spots. Meanwhile, the Time Zone Squad, they're just starting to collapse late in this season. They are now 1-4 in their last 5 games. They have reached out to Ottawa regarding trading for the... They have reached out to Ottawa to see if they want to trade for Enacraft Zelda Zeldina, but we'll see if the negotiations will pass or not, because the Time Zone Squad, 6-6. This is an emergency situation for the team right now. The Reaper, he did alright as leadoff in his 2nd game, going to be 1-1 right now. Your Mom, that's going to be 3-2, officially documented as Lasagna MacBook. Let's actually check those KO totals real quick. Let's see. Lasagna, that is his 5th KO of the season. MacBook, that's going to bring him up to 6 KOs. And Pink Furby, she's going to remain at 5 KOs in the season. Chuck E. Cheese, that is his 3rd game-winning KO for the Star Breakers ever since being elevated from the leadoff to the closer. As for the Time Zone Squad, the leading MVP candidate Pancakes has been slowing down lately. If we take a little look at his roster real quick, let's look. Time Zone Squad. Pancakes up until round... Alright, the first 7 games for Pancakes, he had a total of 17 KOs. Pancakes has only had 4 KOs in the last 5 games he has played. So Pancakes completely slowing down for the Time Zone Squad. We'll see if the Time Zone Squad makes any moves at the trade deadline, whether they want to buy or whether they want to sell. We'll see what happens. I don't know what's causing this team to not mesh together completely quite yet, as it's just been a bunch of Amiibo struggling at the wrong place. It's been, we'll see. Anyways, this is game 1 of 2 of a doubleheader, so let's get that screenshot real quick, and let's head to your next match. It's going to be Detroit at Ottawa. So, Mementos, Omega Form, that's a stage Leah wants. Ottawa, that's the team the Time Zone Squad inquired about a possible trade. We'll see if anything does get done or not, but we're going to see Detroit's roster. It's going to be the same as the previous round, so let's find them. J9K's King Deity coming at ya. By the way, even though this Detroit team, they're currently 4-7, their differential is only -3. So if they go on a run for some reason, they could possibly sneak in thanks to that good differential they have right now. Part of that good differential is because of that blowout win they had in their first game of the season, where the King Deity, he got 4 KOs in a 5-2 victory. 1AM Zelda Yuri going to be slot number 2 for Detroit. Okay, is it me, or has there been a bunch of teams just on late season collapses this season? Like mid to late season collapses? Because, okay, the Ceiling Fans, Veridog's team, Team Instinct, and now the Time Zone Squad, even though Veridog's team is starting to rebound, and so is the Ceiling Fans, the Team Instinct, they have just fallen from their 4-2 start all the way down to 4-8. The Time Zone Squad 1-4 in their last 5 games. We'll see what happens as Duke fizzles. Olimar gonna be Dandori coming in now for Detroit. On the other side of things, we have been seeing some late season rises, including that Starbreakers team we just saw. As we mentioned, they are 5-1 in their last 6 games. 5 of those last 6 games being a 4-1 record under White Cheese in the new regime. Hero Brian's gonna come out for the Detroit right now, as we see the B Sword Fighter. Alright, one of the other teams that had a rise was Your Worst Nightmare. They had a very slow start to their season, but they have currently emerged all the way up to the number 3 seed as we stand. They do have the opportunity to stay or even rise thanks to losses from Dynamic Divorce and No Custody, as Amalgamate Ganondorf 941 is going to close out this roster for Detroit once I find her. 941. I actually don't know the meaning of it. When I searched it up, it just said, oh, that's like the time Apple uses for like all their clocks or whatever. So I'm just gonna take that, I guess, because like I don't think 941, I don't think that exists in the Bible. I'm not fully sure. As for the opponent for Detroit, it's going to be Ottawa, Leah's team, currently 4-8 right now. If they lose this game right here, they would become the first team to clinch a losing record. Luckman Sephiroth trying to emerge as one of the better leadoffs for his team is going to be the first. I thought I just heard some tires screeching. I apologize. We had a crash on this road like a week ago, something like that. Car hit the curb. It was the right tire. It got damaged. All that couldn't move, so they had to bring the tow truck. Just some IRL stuff that happened. It happened when I was watching the football game last week. Anyways, Obsessus Piranha Plant, who is the main shining star of this losing team, he has 16 KOs so far this season, as because Pancakes has been starting to slow down, he only has 21 KOs. Vin Diesel, Silly, Papaya, and even Tifa, they could possibly have the opportunity to steal this MVP race away from Nightmare's King Deity. Ditto's Ganondorf Taste, the #1 overall pick in the Season 3 draft, is going to come in right now. Let's bring him in. Alright. In slot number 4, 1AM's Byleth Informer. He's coming out right now. And the last amiibo for this team, let's press up. It likes to do that for some reason, my button. Like, it'll like go like aggressively down, and it's like, no, I just want to go a little bit down. I don't even think it's like Joy-Con drifting. I think it's just the way this thing works sometimes. Like, when I do it on the Pro Controller, it doesn't even do that. But I also, you know, press the stick. Anyways, Detroit versus Ottawa, game 4 of today. We're going to have coming at ya, Yuri, Dandori, Hero Brian at 941 going up against Sauron, Papaya, Taste, Informer, and Seraphim. Detroit, they are 4-7. Ottawa, they are 4-8. Ottawa will have their bye in the next round, round 14, as the 4 expansion teams that are not Red plus Blue, they're going to have their byes in the final 4 weeks. Your leadoffs are Coming At Ya and Sauron. Coming At Ya is 1-2 with 1 KO in the leadoff. Sauron a 6-6 with 9 KOs in the leadoff, as Luckman Sephiroth seeks to get his 10th KO of the regular season. And that's going to be 4 tilt, that one gets parried, and that's going to be another 4 tilt from the Sephiroth, 4 tilt number 4, dash attack gets parried, so it's going to be jab, jab, jab from the King Deity, 28-3 to 14. It's going to be forward tilt now from the Sephiroth, making it 34 to 26, and we see the down throw into forward air, putting Sauron at 47, dash attack, and the Sephiroth gets KO'd. So that's another leadoff loss for Luckman Sephiroth Sauron, as he is still trying to seek his 10th KO of the season. So Obsessive Piranha Plant Papaya, we already mentioned that he currently has 16 KOs this season, trying to catch up to Nightmare's King Deity. He is 5 short of the current MVP leader. 36 to 84 right now, as that Gordo's just dealing massive damage to the plant, but down smash, followed by that's going to be a Poison Cloud, putting a little bit of damage onto coming at you. We're going to see the forward throw, we see a down special, and that's going to land. So this King Deity, will he come back? He will not. So Papaya gets KO number 17 of the season, trying to become another member of that 20 KO club when the season is all said and done. Yuri is coming out for now for Detroit. She's already at 6%. Try to go for that down air right there. 1AM Zelda Amiibo up tilt, up air is not going to land. So we see a forward tilt, up air, followed by spike ball. And Yuri already at 42%. Up smash misses. So forward smash, that's going to land. So Papaya will only have 17. Here comes the #1 overall pick in the Season 3 draft, Taste. Gets hit by the up smash from Yuri, followed by another up smash. Do we see up air? We see back air attempt, but Ganondorf DAD'd. So no back air, and up smash will get rid of Yuri. So now it's going to be 3 versus 3. Dandori coming out for Ottawa right now. It's forward smash, smaller smash, down air. That's going to be the weak hedge. Taste will not come back onto the stage as I blew the call. It's got to be 0 to 5 right now. That was not a 0 to death, by the way, because Taste had taken some damage, so it's got to be 40 to 8 right now. We're going to see Dandori forward smash. Has Dandori putting some damage onto Informer right now, but forward smash, Dandori is off stage right now, and Informer try to go for that side special, does not land it. We're going to see forward tilt now from Informer, followed by neutral air, forward smash in the other direction. That's going to miss. Side B will land, though. 100 to 34, forward smash. Informer evens things up at 2 Amiibo each. 0 to 12, 13, 23. It's going to be a dash attack, making this 34 even, 46 as Informer. Try to go for that down air right there, but the Mii Sword Fighter was invulnerable because of the ledge. 58 to 47 right now, as we're going to see just the down special from this Mii Sword Fighter. Do we see down B again? That's misses, so side B from the Byleth, followed by offstage side B. Nope, DAD. 71 to 60 right now. Forward smash. That's 2 KOs from Informer, as 941 has a 1 versus 2 scenario for Detroit. Ottawa is trying to avoid a losing season. They would need to win their last 4 games in a row to avoid that and only finish at .500. Down tilt from the Ganondorf. Up tilt, that's going to miss. So up tilt, up air. Informer at putting this Ganondorf at 61% right now, trying to get his 3rd KO of the match. It's going to be forward air, followed by, do we see side B? Nope, down tilt, and we're going to see down special. That will get rid of the Violet. So now 941 versus Seraphim. We're going to see a Dark Pit go off stage, and I think a forward air, if he can land it, should be able to get rid of this Ganondorf as down air. That's going to be weak version, so Ganondorf will be able to survive, actually. And we see the Dark Pit still trying to go off stage, just takes 39% in damage instead. Down throw, followed by up air. Seraphim at 60% right now. We're going to see up smash. That won't KO 941 quite yet. It's 941 trying to make this comeback for Detroit. Going to be 126 to 86 right now. This is a close final hit game. 126 to 117 now, as we see out of parry. Jab, Dark Pit should be able to come back onto the stage, though, and Ganondorf going to go off stage. Does not do anything with the off stage. Both of them are off stage. They will both come back on, but forward smash from Seraphim. Ottawa is going to save the game. This is a 5-4 victory for Ottawa, as Detroit, they're going to fall down to 4-8. Ottawa, they're going to be 5-8. Alright, so let's press that A button real quick. Why is this controller all the way over here? We saw back and forth action, but then 2 KOs from Informer, 1 from 941. 941 brought it down to the last hit scenario, but Seraphim able to save the day at the end for Ottawa, as they are still trying to avoid a negative losing season. So let's see. Let's get that screenshot real quick, and that was game 4, so we're going to head to your next intermission, folks. Let's head there right now. Alright. Hopefully, the next games that happen don't take as long as that bottom left one. 9 minutes and 33. Oh, another A press is needed. Your calculated round number of A presses, 1 AM. Alright, B-Fans Link Papa, we already mentioned, he's going to be bouncing left and right on the top of the screen. His round 2 opponent is going to be KB's Mega Man Corso. Alright, as for that bottom left, we are going to see Lee's Banjo-Kazooie Crease against White Cheese's Young Link Juice Box. So let's bring him in real quick. Alright, and then your opponents on the bottom corners. On the bottom left, we're going to see White Cheese's Young Link, and on the bottom right, Jaws' Byleth. Jaws' Byleth will be going up against Rap's Piranha Plant Bong. This is going to be round 2 of the Giant Intermission. When we come back, we're going to have the third Battle of Canada, as we have Toronto versus Edmonton in one of 2 games that could potentially decide the North Division. Then, the second game we'll have afterwards, Veridogs' team at the 456 Squadron as a 456 Squadron. If they lose their game, they will become the first team to suffer a losing season. That will happen when we come back. Alright. We have all sweeps in this second round of Giant Intermission. So B-Fans Link, Jaws' Byleth, and Lee's Banjo, each getting 2-0 sweeps in their respective games. Let's mark those real quick just so I don't forget the scores. 2-0, 2-0, and 2-0. Alright, so that's the second round. We won't worry about standings, nothing like that quite yet. Let's head to Game 5 and 6 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Hello, welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. So, the Battle of Canada series expanded from 2 to 6 because of the addition of Ottawa. All 3 teams, they exist in the same division. That's going to be the North Division. The only non-Canadian team, that's going to be Detroit, which is located in Detroit. That's in America. Anyways, the third of 6 Battle of Canadas, as we're going to have Toronto versus Edmonton. Both teams are currently 6-5 right now. Edmonton sits in a playoff spot with a +4 differential. Toronto barely sits outside the playoffs with a +2 differential. They lose head-to-head to Very Dog's team on tiebreakers, so that's why they're the number 9 seed. Very Dog's team, they're the 8 seed. We're going to see Linnes versus Crouch as the leadoffs. Crouch was the other side of that very weird interaction. Crouch being credited with that leadoff win, even though Crouch did get KO'd by their opponent too. But since the Isabel died first, Crouch is credited with the leadoff win and the KO. So, Linnes Alpha of Toronto, it's the same roster orders by the way, so Linnes Alpha, Econart, Silly, Nezco, and Kaivine for Toronto, going up against Edmonton's Crouch, Doofinator, Ascent, AI Sonic, and Betterness. For Toronto, Linnes is currently 4-7 as a leadoff with 6 KOs and such. For King Dedede, however, Victex King Dedede Crouch, 7-4 as a leadoff with 10 KOs as a leadoff. So we're going to see one of the Amiibo starting to emerge as a better leadoff going up against a struggling leadoff. So Crouch versus Linnes, let's begin. Battle of Canada Part 3 of 6. These two teams, they're going to rematch in round 17, but that game is going to take place in Toronto. For now, Battle of Canada Part 3 in Edmonton. And Edmonton is being represented with the Great Bridge of Eldon, Omega form, as we see Linnes dealing the first damage right there. Amalgamates Lucina Amiibo, 2 force smashes, a down smash now is Crouch at 47%. We see the 4th row. We're going to see finally some damage from the King Dedede. It's going to be 15-66 right now. Dedede goes high, but Lucina was on the ledge, so that's how the King Dedede was able to get away with going that high. Side B going to put a Crouch at 85% right now. We see Lucina down air. Linnes will get that leadoff win against Crouch. So Linnes is going to be 5-7 with 7 KOs in the leadoff. Crouch is going to fall to 7-5, but still with 10 KOs as such. It's going to be 67-76-0 as Doofinator, who I believe either Doofinator or AI Sonic leads Edmonton in KOs right now. It's going to be 85-0 right now. Forward smash, that will get rid of Linnes. Doofinator has equaled things out. So Econart's coming out right now. This is Crunchy's Robin Amiibo. He is averaging 1 KO per game. He had his first game without a KO last round, as he had a 2 KO performance right before that. Every other game, just 1-1-1-1-1. So Econart's already taking 71% as Doofinator finally takes some damage, but that White Pikmin just dealing massive damage onto Econart. It's going to be 97, 111 to 18 right now as the Levin Sword runs out for Econart. Going to be up smash from the Bronze Sword, putting Doofinator at 33. As some of these Tones Robin, they are also starting to run out. Levin Sword will be restored now for Robin, however. Forward smash, and he will be KO'd. So Doofinator has 2 KOs so far for Edmonton. Here comes the reigning MVP, Silly, for Toronto. Silly currently has 17 KOs right now, only 4 behind the current leader in the MVP race. That's going to be Pancakes, as it's 15-106. We see those side Bs. Mythil's going to come out after that parry. Jab, jab, jab. Doofinator at 116%, as if she can get rid of Doofinator, this will be KO number 18 for Joe's Pyra Mythra. It's going to be down smash, 15-131 right now, as we're going to see coming back onto the stage. And forward smash, no, that was a down smash, but Silly has 18 KOs so far this season. Trying to catch up with both Vin Diesel and Pancakes in that race, as Ascent already taking 29, 44. We see a side special that's going to miss, however. 43-44, we're going to see a dash attack miss now, so jab, jab, jab from the Byleth. We're going to see a side B that's going to catch Ascent, as now it's 53-64. 3 Amiibo each, as we're going to see down air. Pyra comes back onto the stage. Get up attack, Ascent at 90, 111 now. We see up smash, and that's 2 KOs from Silly. Silly is at 19 KOs in the season. So it's 73-0 as AI Sonic. He needs to come out and do a little bit of damage control right now. Silly only at 85% right now, but this Pyra Mythra looking somewhat unstoppable as she is 1 KO away from being the second member of the 20 KO club. AI Sonic already at 56% right now. Mythra coming out right now. It's going to be back throw. Mythra should be able to come back onto the stage. She will, and that's damage onto AI Sonic 2 from the Mythra up special. It's 101 to 73 right now. Mythra still back out. We're going to see the grenade that's going to be thrown back at the Banjo-Kazooie, followed by down smash. That's going to miss though, and we see a back throw out of this parry. AI Sonic at 99. Pyra is back right out. It's going to be a back throw. Do we see a side B? We do not really. It got hit a little. It's going to be 113 to 111 right now as that was almost KO number 3 from this Pyra. Do we see it now? Side B, that's going to catch, and we're going to see Pyra. Nope, neutral air. She is not going to be able to come back unless Mythra can deal the job, and she won't. So Silly is going to stay at 19 KOs right now, but she has caught up with Vin Diesel in the MVP race. It's going to be 6 to 118 right now as the Season 1 MVP. Nezuko is coming out right now for this team. It's going to be 2 each, but now MTJ Gators' Lucas Betterdes has a 1 versus 2 scenario. We see Nezuko, that side B is going to land. We see forward smash as she's trying to seal this game. She has 1 KO so far, but down smash, that's going to miss from Lucas. Down throw, back air. That's going to be 2 KOs from Nezuko in this game for Toronto. Toronto, they are going to defeat Edmonton in Battle of Canada Part 3, 5-3. These two teams, they are going to rematch in Toronto's home stage in the final week of the regular season, by the way. This is only the first of 2 games between Toronto and Edmonton, as I think Toronto has now taken control of the North Division. They're going to be 7-5 walking out of this round, while Edmonton, they're going to fall down to 6-6. We see Linnes with a KO win. Doofinator, Silly, and Nezuko, 2 KOs each. AI Sonic got 1 KO as well, as this is a 5-3 victory for Luckman's Toronto team. The Season 1 and Season 2 MVPs, they are showing right now why they were crowned the MVP in repeat seasons. Let's see how Nezuko's been doing ever since she got elevated to Toronto's roster. Let's see. Trying to find that real quick. That is going to be 4 KOs in the 3 games Nezuko has appeared in. That is her first game-winning KO for Toronto, by the way, for anybody curious. Alright. We'll talk a little more about that, but we are going to have back-to-back games, so let's get this screenshot, and let's go to the 456 Squadron's home stage as they host Very Doggish's team. Alright, so Garrick, Mock, Monastery, Omega form. As mentioned, the 456 Squadron, they are trying to avoid being the first team to clinch a losing season. They have to go against a Very Delicious team who is starting to re-emerge after the collapse to possibly get into a deeper playoff spot. They currently occupy the number 8 spot, but we did see Edmonton lose just now. We also saw No Custody, Dynamic Divorce. They lost some position in their respective slots. So Very Delicious team, they have the opportunity to raise even higher in the playoff standings. Frostbite's Me Brawler, Bubble Base is going to be the leadoff for this team. Can somebody ping Jim and DeBuffalo, by the way? Or can y'all even ping the team roles? I don't even remember. NetEasy's Olimar is going to come out right now. That's the number 2 slot for this team. Bubble Base, by the way, as a leadoff is currently 4-5 with 4 KOs in the leadoff. Hasn't really, I don't think he's won one in a little while as a leadoff. Crunchy's Dr. Mario reverted back to Season 2 form in the previous game against the Time Zone Squad. Let's see if he can continue going back into his Season 2 form. Back in the previous season, he had 20 plus KOs in the regular season. This team, unfortunately, they did not make it into the playoffs despite the 8-8 record. Crunchy's Hero is going to be the next Amiibo coming out, as we're going to see Carl Magnus. He got that game-winning KO for Very Dodge's team in back-to-back games. He's had 4 KOs in the last 2 games, 6 in the last 4. And finally, for this team, Penger's Ganondorf Starless. So let's find Starless real quick, and he's going to be the last Amiibo. This Ganondorf, by the way, he has not made an appearance since round 10. Because round 11, Carl Magnus, 3 kill performance, absolute explosion. Round 12, Carl Magnus got that game-winning KO because Sauce and Uproot, they got 2 KOs each. So let's see. Will Starless appear in this game, or will it be 3 wins in a row without Starless appearing for Very Dodge's team? As for their opponent, the 456 Squadron, They made it to the playoffs last season. In fact, they were one of the semifinal teams before falling short to the dynamic divorce, if my memory serves right. The Ganondorf Grim Knight is going to remain the leadoff as he is currently 3-5 with 4 KOs in the leadoff. So, very similar skill set and talent between these two. I think Grim Knight's a different color for this game. I think both of them use the same color. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Obsesses Me Sword Fighter Cyber Sands coming out now for this team. Slot number 2. In the last round, despite the struggles from the other team, Crystal and Valerios did get 1 KO each in the blowout loss. So let's find Nightmare's Pokemon Trainer. We're gonna find her real quick. Get the duh. Loaded. Then that 4th slot, it's going to be Nightmare's hero Valerios, the other Nightmare's hero which we mentioned. So let's find Valerios real quick. Valerios is right here. And finally, the number 5 slot for this team, J9K's Link Mediafire. I believe he has 13 KOs so far in this season. Let's look real quick. Yes, he has 13. He had his first game without a KO in the last round since round number 5. So that snaps a 1 KO streak he's been having ever since round number 6. But Mediafire, he is 2 KOs away from joining the 15 KO club. There's a bunch of other Amiibo already in that club. He would like to be in there, I think, for the first time. Obviously, Mediafire, I don't think he got that many KOs in the previous season because Crystal, Valerios, they are getting all the knockouts. But let me ping Jim and DeBuffalo real quick while I still yap about this team, because maybe they want to watch it. They might want to be here. One second. VDT, y'all are up right now. There we go. Just ping them. We'll see if they join or not. We'll give them like 30 seconds, something like that. So, Veridog's team, they've been having a roller coaster season so far. They started off 4-0, but then they lost their last 5 games in a row. That brought them down to 4-5. But ever since snapping that losing streak, they have won back-to-back games. That was against the Swarm and then the Time Zone Squad. The Time Zone Squad, that's one team currently collapsing right now as we speak. But 6-5 record, currently holding number 8 seed because they had tiebreaker over Toronto. We'll see if they could possibly make it into one of those playoff slots. As for the 456 Squadron, they've kept just about all their members from the Season 2 roster. They lost the Hound to the expansion draft to the Chaos Corp, currently a member of the Time Zone Squad because of an Isabel for Isabel trade. The 456 Squadron, they currently have the worst record in the league right now at 3-8. A loss right here would make them the first team to clinch a losing season. We have not yet seen any teams to clinch a winning season quite yet, but the Swarm, they could possibly do that at the very end of tonight. With that said, Bubble Base, Grim Knight, they are leadoffs right now, each of them having 4 KOs as the leadoff. Bubble Base with 3 wins, Grim Knight with 3 wins. I don't remember the right number. It's 3. Yes, it's 3. I literally wrote it down on my whiteboard specifically so I could, have the right and accurate information data. So Bubble Base and Grim Knight, 2 somewhat under 500 leadoffs right now, as Bubble Base already taking 46, but that grab, that's going to interrupt the Doria. This Brawler Amiibo right here, he had a lot of hype earlier in the season for Veridog's team when they were on that 4-0 run, but he's going to get KO'd right here. Grim Knight will get that leadoff win as he advances to 4-5. Bubble Base will fall down to 4-6 as a lead. So it's going to be 34-20 right now as Uproot. NetEase's Olimar, he had 2 KOs in the previous game against the Time Zone Squad. He's going to get that down there. We're going to see the up smash as Grim Knight at 79 right now. Do we see a forward smash? No, we're going to see the up smash as we have Side B, that's going to miss. Side B, that's going to be the yellow Pikmin, deals him chip damage onto Grim Knight right now as he's going to be at 127%. But the blue Pikmin, Fire Smash, that's going to be a KO from Uproot, so Grim Knight will only have 1 KO in this game, so he will finish with 5 KOs as a leadoff. It's going to be Cyber Sands coming out right now. This is Obsesses Me Sword Fighter. He takes 14% from the white Pikmin. It's going to be 95-14 right now. We're going to see Olimar. He has a purple Pikmin available. But that forward smash is going to get deflected. We're going to see the forward air. This Me Sword Fighter should be able to come back onto the stage. He will. 111-136 between these two, as we are going to see that's going to be a forward tilt, followed by another forward tilt. And Cyber Sands, that's going to be up air. He will be able to come back onto the stage high. It's 122-94 right now. 4 Amiibo each as Uproot trying to get his second KO of the game. Forward smash will send Cyber Sense off stage, but a neutral air will interrupt whatever up root was trying to do. 130 to 104 right now. A down special. That's a KO for Cyber Sense. It's been back and forth so far, so here comes Sauce Alger. Crunchies, Dr. Mario Amiibo, one of two Amiibo that belong to Crunchy on this team. Back throw will get rid of Cyber Sense, and now it's going to be Sauce Alger versus Crystal. Two of the massive titans from the previous season. Let's see which one of these two can get that KO win. It's going to be 44 to 28 right now. We're going to see the forward tilt. Nope, parry. Forward smash from the Charizard gets shielded. Forward smash from the Mario, and he is going to just try using those pills. Crystal, do we see a Flare Blitz? We're going to see forward tilt and forward tilt from the Dr. Mario parry. Squirtle is coming out right now for Crystal. We see down throw, down special, Crystal off stage at the Squirtle. We're not going to see the switch to Ivysaur quite yet. Down tilt, forward smash, and Sauce Alger. That is his second KO of the game. He is back in his Season 2 form. It's 103 to 7 right now between Sauce Alger and Valerios, another giant titan in the previous season. It's going to be 118 to 7 right now. Duke and Hatchet Man not needed because Sauce Alger will just be KO'd regardless. So now we have Hero versus Hero. Carl Magnus against Valerios, as we're going to see the Fireball. We're going to see a Fireball now. Valerios already at 51% right now. It's going to be 16 to 51. We see the up special from Valerios though. It's going to be 47 to 51 in terms of percent. Carl Magnus has less mana right now though, as Valerios is going to be at full. We're going to see the up tilt, followed by, do we see up air? No, we see forward air from Valerios now. It's going to be, that's a missed Hatchet Man from, why did Carl Magnus go for that Hatchet Man? Valerios was on the other side of the stage. Weird, but we'll see if maybe that pays off for some reason. I don't know how that would work. 83 to 98 right now. 98-98. We're going to see Valerios staying onto the stage as both heroes, trying to get the KO on the other. It's going to be jab, jab, jab from Valerios. Carl Magnus is off stage, but Valerios will just stay on the stage. Carl Magnus, he is low on meter right now. Let's see. Fireball, that will get rid of Carl Magnus. Valerios has 2 KOs in this game. So Starless with the 1 versus 2 scenario right now. Valerios will come back onto the stage. We're going to see up smash that gets parried. Up tilt, followed by, nope, no forward air. Down special. Valerios just going to stay onto the stage right now. He has not gone off stage so far in this game. We're going to see down tilt. Do we see Starless at 20%? Forward tilt going to put him at 36. We see the Fireball, but Ganondorf jumps over it. Forward air from the hero. Dash attack. Starless off stage right now. He should be able to come back. We're going to see Valerios. He's going to go for the back throw. 78. But the Fireball, that is 3 KOs from Nightmare's hero Valerios. The 456 Squadron, they are going to avoid being the first team to clinch a losing season, as they're going to win this 5-3. Could Valerios be back in his Season 2 form as well? That could possibly be the case. Who knows, but look at that right there. Not 1, not 2, but 3 KOs from Valerios. Sauce Alger also gets 2, as Very Dog's team, they're going to fall down to 6-6. The 456 Squadron, they're going to rise to 4-8. But this win right here, that's going to put the differential at only -10. So, this begs the question now. Let's look at Valerios on the spreadsheet real quick. Let's find him real quick. He hasn't exactly been having the best season, but he does have 10 KOs now thanks to that 3 KO performance. The 456 Squadron, they're most likely going to have a top 8 pick in the upcoming draft, top 10 at worst. Do they consider selling Valerios for draft picks and players to invest in the next season, or do they hold on to Valerios hoping that this core can rebound in the next season? That's going to be a question for the 456 Squadron in these next 12 to 14 hours as the trade deadline. That's going to be, let's see, it's currently 10:23 p.m. Eastern Time. The trade deadline's tomorrow at 12 p.m. So that's about 13 and a half hours until the trade deadline happens. We'll see if Valerios stays or if he's shipped in the trade deadline. But a 3 KO performance from Nightmare's hero Amiibo. Sauce Alger, though, he's getting back into that Season 2 form. But Very Dog's team, could that 5-game losing streak ultimately cost them in the end? They are 6-6 right now. They have 4 games remaining to their schedule. They need to win in order to advance to a playoff spot, but we'll see what the current bar is when this round ends. There's 3 games remaining, and speaking of which, we're going to head straight to your intermission now. I'm going to just keep yapping about the exact same Amiibo if I don't do the intermission. Like, I'm going to be real with you. If you need a potential man, I can invent a potential man. I can invent if, I can invent when. I can make your Amiibo. Instead of them having pronouns, no, they have potential nouns. It's not he, him, she, her, they, them. No, it's if/when/would/could. That's what I do when I talk about Amiibo. So, the next Amiibo is going to be Lee's Banjo-Kazooie Police against B-Fans Link Papa. By the way, unrelated, but just respect other people's pronouns, all that. I guess just do it. I mean, it just seems like a dick move, just like not to like ask you, just hey, can you call me this instead? Like it's almost like nicknames. But Valerios might be back in that Season 2 form. Who knows? Who knows? A little too late as a 456 Squadron. They're obviously 4-8 right now. Maybe they go on a surge to finish 500 though. Who knows? Who knows? Their rest of the schedule, that's gonna be let's see. They have the Diddle Burritos, the Time Zone Squad, the Ceiling Fans, and to close their season, they host the 8-Bit Bots again. Alright, the bottom right corner, let's see, it's gonna be White Cheese's Young Link against Jaws' Byleth Power. Alright, so your intermission is starting right now. When we come back from the intermission, we're gonna have Your Worst Nightmare at the Diddle Burritos, followed by Team Instinct at the Ceiling Fans. If the playoffs were to end right now, Your Worst Nightmare and the Diddle Burritos would be the 3-6 playoff matchup. But we'll figure that out when we come back. Alright. So, we're gonna see wins from B-Fan's Link, KB's Mega Man, and Jaws' Violet in round 3 of this intermission pool. We'll update those standings real quick. Corso with that 2-1 over Bong, as I don't think this Piranha Plant has won a set quite yet. Let's see. No, he is actually, yeah, he did. He won back in the first round. Anyways, B-Fan and Jaws are undefeated in this pool. They will face each other in round number 5. So there's a chance we have a 4-0 versus 4-0 matchup if B-Fan can defeat Rap Jam and Jaws can defeat Lee. The current third place Amiibo right now, actually everyone else is 1-2 or worse. Bong, Police, Corso 1-2 each. White Cheese's Young Link is 0-3. We'll talk more about this giant intermission pool once we come back from the intermission. Sorry, not the intermission, but the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, and let's head back there right now. Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be your worst nightmare at the Ditto Burritos. So, as the current playoff standings are right now, your worst nightmare is the 3 seed and the Ditto Burritos are the 6 seed. If the playoffs began today, this would be the actual playoff match happening right here. Of course, it would be at Nightmares' home stage for Game 1 instead of the Ditto Burritos. The Ditto Burritos will be hosting your worst nightmare for this round, as it's going to be the same rosters we've been familiar with for most of the season. So Bufo, White Light, Chroma, Pump Patch, and Shion. They will be facing off against Ditto, Tilted, Chick-fil-A, Piglet, and Layla. If you're a huge fan of the leadoff position, this is going to be a great and entertaining match for you, as we have the 8-3 10 KO So Bufo against the 7-4 11 KO Ditto. 2 absolute titans in their respective leadoff positions. They've been holding the throne in those spots for seasons 1, 2, and 3 for both these franchises. With all that said and done though, let's get started. Both of these teams are currently in the playoff position right now, as they are trying to further their chances. Your worst nightmare, because of losses from No Custody and Dynamic Divorce, they could possibly start to gain more control on the number 3 seed or better. The Ditto Burritos, they currently hold the number 6. Because of those losses from No Custody and Dynamic Divorce, they could possibly jump up to a top 4 seed if they win right here. So Bufo, Ditto, 2 of the best 3 leadoffs in this league right now. They will be facing off against each other right here, as it's going to be Omega Form, Spear Pillar, the Ivy Sword lead versus me Sword Fighter. First damage goes to Ditto, but we see Ivy Sword, up throw, and down special. Charizard's going to come out almost immediately. 42-11 right now as Charizard out for So Bufo. This is the big contributor right here, and he's going to get that Flare Blitz onto Ditto. It's 85-41 between these 2 massive titans. That Flare Blitz is going to go high, and Ditto's going to shield it. So Bufo gets hit by the down tilt and another Flare Blitz. It's 134-41 right now, as we're going to see the back throw from Ditto. Ditto is trying to avoid losing 3 leadoffs in a row, by the way. This Charizard right here, he's trying to avoid losing 2 in a row. It's going to be Flare Blitz. Both hits get parried. So Bufo gets KO'd as Ditto will get that leadoff win. An absolute beautiful cinema from those 2 amazing leadoffs. Going to be 0 to 170 right now, as this is White Light. That down special, it's going to get shielded. We see the side B that misses, so down smash. Ditto is off stage right now. White Light does not have the shot put, he has the rapid fire neutral special. The only variation in his specials he has is the side B being suplex. And we're going to see that right here, as it's 24-123. What do we see next? It's going to be side B, that's going to actually land from Ditto onto White Light. Down smash, White Light's going to be too far, no, never mind. That's right, he's not Bubble Base. Bubble Base is the only one with the weird up special. It's going to be 55-123. Down smash is going to send Ditto off stage. He should be able to come back on though, he will. And we're going to see just Ditto with the forward throw. White Light at 64 right now, it's Ditto. He has 12. That's going to be KO number 13 in the leadoff. So White Light has 13 KOs as a leadoff, as now we're going to see Chroma. This is a very similar scenario to what Your Worst Nightmare faced in the last round. Chroma, when she was dealt with this situation down to a meal, she erupted in a 3 KO performance. Can she do it again? Ditto already putting Chroma at 41, 61% right now. We're going to see the up special, as we're going to see down smash. Chroma at 77. Side B, that's going to land. Mithra is going to come out now for this team, and we're going to see her come back. It's going to be 94-148. We see the 4 smash game parried and 4 tilt from this me Sword Fighter. Do we see KO number 3 from Ditto in this game? 128-148. That's going to go high. That was a missed opportunity from Ditto. That could have been KO number 3, but instead Chroma gets the KO, and now we're going to see Tilted coming in. NetEasy's King Deity Amiibo, and that's going to be a critically damaged Chroma still in the Mithra right now. So she's going to be side B. That will actually land on the Tilted. It's going to be up special though. Sorry, up smash. Pyra is back out now, but up tilt. That will get rid of Chroma. This is a 4 versus 2 scenario. Now we have NetEasy versus NetEasy. Pump Patch versus Tilted. It's going to be neutral special. Do we see an aerial from here? We're going to see the 8 to 70 right now. Pump Patch comes back onto the stage. We're going to see a down throw followed by forward air, followed by down tilt. Nope, it gets parried, so down smash from the hero. 28 to 82 right now as Tilted. I think he has 13 KOs so far this season. It's going to be 28 to 96 right now. 41 to 96, about forward smash. That gets parried, so up tilt from the hero, followed by what do we see? This hero needs to get some damage onto this King Dedede, but most importantly, he needs to get that KO. Pump Patch already taking 55%. 55 to 132 as Tilted just walking gets hit by the fireball. It's going to be forward air from Tilted as Pump Patch at 6-7 right now. There is still Xion in the back for your worst nightmare, by the way, but they do not want to rely on her in a 1 versus 4 scenario. I mean, she has made a 1 versus 3 comeback in the past before, but still, you don't want to put your Amiibo in this type of bad situation. It's going to be Pump Patch at 122. He'll come back onto the stage just barely. Jab, jab, jab as it's 122 to 164. Can Tilted get his second KO here? It's going to be the back throw. 162 to 164 as we're going to see forward tilt. That will get rid of Pump Patch. So now Xion has a 1 versus 4 scenario for your worst nightmare. It's going to be 8 to 164 and we see the up special out of here. Up air, that will get rid of Tilted. So now Chick-fil-A. She has been able to close out a bunch of these blowout games so far this season for the Ditto Burritos. Can she close out another one? It's going to be 44 to 25 right now as we're going to have down tilt into forward tilt. 62 to 25 right now. Xion back onto the stage. This is a 1 versus 3 now, by the way. So we'll see if Xion can possibly manage this scenario. Down tilt, up air as Chick-fil-A. 85 with another up tilt. Do we see one? We see neutral special. Nope, never mind. She cancels the charge, but side B. That's going to send Chick-fil-A off stage. She's going to go high, and we see another side B. That's 2 KOs from Xion in this game, but Piglet. If Chick-fil-A doesn't close out these games, Piglet most certainly has. Can he close out this one for the Ditto Burritos? 80 to 20 right now. Down special going to send Xion off stage as the Ganondorf just going to wait for her to come back. Forward tilt in the other direction. The Ganondorf just going to give some space. And we see forward tilt again as the Ditto Burritos. They are going to win this game 5 to 3 over your worst nightmare. Okay, Nightmare. I have an idea. For you. I'll send it to you real quick. Just give me a second to send you this idea. Okay. Yeah, Trust me on this. I have an idea. Alright, let me type some stuff real quick. I have an idea. Trust me on this. Alright, and then I misspelled this word. Okay, I sent you my idea. Tell me what you think about that idea. But 2 KOs from Ditto, 2 KOs from Tilted. We see 1 from Piglet. Xion tried to make the comeback, but this is a 1 versus 4 we're talking about. 2 KOs, that's usually, pretty good, all that, but this is a 1 versus 4. Xion was not going to make the 1v4. I'm going to be real with you. Like, nobody has ever... No, never mind. Actually, somebody has made a 4 KO comeback in the past. Well, it was a 5 versus 3 scenario, but still, Nightmare's King Dedede Pancakes, the only amiibo to get, like... I mean, actually, we have had a couple of 4 KO game winners, all that, but never in as the anchor. So, let's see. A big blowout from the Ditto Burritos. I think they're going to erupt all the way to the number 3 seed after this. Because, let's see, losses from your worst nightmare, no custody, dynamic divorce. Because, let's see, no custody, they got blown out. We saw the Ditto Burritos, they're going to increase their differential by 2. We're going to see dynamic divorce. The Ditto Burritos are going to shoot up all the way from seed number 6 to seed number 3 when this is all said and done. So a massive win from the Ditto Burritos right here. Ditto is starting to Ditto with that big KO win over So Bufo in the leadoff. Alright. We're going to press... Did I screenshot? Let's screenshot just in case. And let's head to your next match of this giant... Sorry, not giant intermission. Of round 13. We're going to have Team Instinct at the Ceiling Fans. Let's bring in them real quick. Let's find them. By the way, I kind of forgot to mention this when Very Dodger's team was playing, but Very Dodger's team, that was game 2 of 4 on the road for that team, I believe. No, actually, that was game 1 of 4 on their 4-game road trip. So they lost to the 456 Squadron. That was supposed to be one of the easiest games on their schedule. But Team Instinct at the ceiling fans, as this team has been in a free fall. Like, they started off 5-2 to their season. They have not won a game ever since. 5-8 record. Sorry, no, not 5-2. They started 4-2. Team Instinct started the regular season 4-2. They are in a complete free fall as they are now 4-8, losing their last 6 games in a row. The roster order is going to remain the same, so we're going to see Viri, Hero Ike, Joseph's Kirby Half Mario, B-Fan's Me Sword Fighter Gansho. Then we see Penguin's Pokemon Trainer Heim and 1EM's Pyramithra Bloodflame. By the way, I just noticed this today, but Bloodflame has been secretly pulling off a 10-KO season. Alright, let's bring in Heim real quick. Penguin's Pokemon Trainer. Let's, where is he? Heim. By the way, Heim is in the top 10 for KOs. Currently has 14 KOs in the season. Trying to make it 15. Oh no, I forgot to actually bring in B-Fan. Heim, you belong in the 4 slot. Gansho, you are in the number 5 slot. Now, Team Instinct, they do have Eon 2s. I wonder if they are going to make a leadoff change if this hero continues to lose, because this is going to now be 6 or 7 leadoff losses in a row for this hero. Some possible options include Eon 2's Lucina Mikasa, who has not played since Season 1 with the Swarm, was their primary leadoff back then. Joe's Falco de Boomin, he was in the league back in Season 2 but has never made a proper appearance aside from that one game late last season. And the level 456's Link Gloomedge, the Time Zone Squad, he was a decent leadoff starter for the Time Zone Squad last season. Maybe we see one of those 3 being used for Team Instinct in the next round, but why am I scrolling all the way down? Bloodflame is literally all the way at the very top. It's 1 a.m. They're literally the first trainer on this thing. I'm stupid. I was like, okay, Bloodflame. Like, sometimes you just scroll without thinking. You don't even remember, like, your Amiibo's on the top. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a trade. We have a trade in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. So, Your Worst Nightmare is sending NetEasy's hero and Amalgamate's Meta Knight to the Time Zone Squad in exchange for Amalgamate's hero and Nightmare Steve. So it's a 2-for-2 Amiibo trade as Slime God and Zerby will be heading to Your Worst Nightmare, Pump Patch, who got that game-winning KO for no custody, and Spooky, who was acquired in free agency, another Amiibo exiled from the Starbreakers. They will be headed to the Time Zone Squad. So we have a trade in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Those effects will take place in the next round, so we'll see those Amiibo next round in round 14. The Time Zone Squad, they go to Detroit to face a struggling Detroit team, while Your Worst Nightmare hosts Very Dodger's team. So we'll see how those new Amiibo do in their new home stages. Let me put that in the tour info updates channel real quick for that over there, because we have a trade, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. Okay, with that breaking news out of the way, we are going to see now, it's going to be the Ceiling Fans. Their roster is going to be loaded up next. They are currently 6-5 as well, but out of a playoff spot because of their differential. Their differential is flat even at 0. Penger's Piranha Plant Bloom. I thought he was a struggling leadoff, but no, he's actually just been decent actually. 6-5 as a leadoff, had his first 2 KO leadoff with, now he has 7 KOs as such. Got that leadoff win in the last round against Ditto of all leadoffs. Very Dodger's Dr. Mario. He's a hot and cold Amiibo. We'll see if he can be hot, or we'll see if he can be cold in this game. Dr. Doom. In the previous round, he only had 1 KO. He hasn't exactly had a hot game in a little while. His last really hot game was the 2 KO performance back in round number 9. The third slot is going to be 1EM's Mini Sword Fighter House AMD. So let's bring in Dr. Gregory House. By the way, I know we just talked about trades, all that, but the trade deadline, that's tomorrow. So get your trades in, get your trades out if you want to make any trades. Speaking of trades, will we see Gazan make his debut for the Ceiling Fans? He was acquired in a trade from the Time Zone Squad, as NetEasy's King Deity is going to be the number 4 slot. Not Tilted, but Stardazer. I believe Stargazer currently leads his team in KOs. Yes, Stargazer has 12 KOs. Doom also has 12 KOs. And finally, Enacraps Byleth Gazan, who was acquired in said trade. We're going to bring in Gazan real quick. Let's find him, let's load him, and let's begin this match. Team Instinct on a massive freefall, losing their last 6 games in a row. Ike will remain the leadoff against a 6-5 Ceiling Fans, just out of the playoffs because of their differential. They need a massive win here, as we have Ike, Half Mario, Gancho, Haim, and Bloodflame going up against Bloom, Doom, House, Stargazer, and Gazan. Will Gazan make his debut for the Ceiling Fans? Let's find out. Ceiling Fans, it's going to be a home game for them as we're in the living room once again. Back-to-back home games for this team as we see the Flame Slash. No, nothing from Ike actually. 0-47 right now as we are going to see this hero, by the way, has not gotten a single KO since, let's see, he's already put 70% on this Prawn Plant right here. And that's a critical. That is a 0 to death from Ike to snap the 6-game losing streak. So Ike finally gets his first leadoff win since the single-digit round. It's going to be 21-29 right now as Dr. Mario with the up smash. It's going to be 42-29. We see, oh, that was a missed side special, a fully charged one. That's going to get rid of some mana, but this hero still has 53 available. 89-29 right now as Doom racking up some big damage onto Ike now. It's 98-43. Dash attack's going to send Doom off stage. That fireball, it gets reflected by Dr. Doom. So Ike will be KO'd by Dr. Doom, but he finally snaps that leadoff losing streak. As very dodges Dr. Mario out of parry, we see the down smash, 28-60 right now. We're going to see just the forward smash. Half Mario, is this Dr. Mario in hot mode? It's going to be 52-69, but down smash is Dr. Mario. He's going to have to make his way back onto the stage carefully. Kirby did not tech that up special, so he's going to get hit by the up smash in the return. 92-86, we're going to see the back, nope, down throw into, nope, down air is going to miss. We're going to see the back throw now, and that's 2 KOs from very dodges Dr. Mario. So we see action from both the Mario and the Dr. Mario from Very Doggish. It's going to be 5-103 right now as we're going to see the down tilt. Doom still trying to come back onto the stage. He will. It's going to be a missed side special from Gancho, and we see up smash followed by up throw. Up air. I'm coughing right now. 50-113. We're going to see the forward throw, and this Dr. Mario. Will he go? Nope. Forward tilt is going to miss. It's going to be down smash. That will get rid of this Mii Sword Fighter as... No. Mii Sword Fighter is coming out now. So we have Gancho versus House AMD, and Gregory House with that forward smash out of parry, followed by, what do we see next? 81-31 out of parry. Another forward smash from Gregory House. 97-31 as we're going to see just the up tilt into, nope, no up air follow-up. Dr. House, he's got to parry that, and we don't see a forward smash there. He's going to get hit by that side special now. 97-55, and House with that KO for the Ceiling Fans. Haim, Penger's Pokemon Trainer, is going to come out right now. He has 14 KOs this season, trying to get his 15th of the season. It's going to be 48-85 right now. We're going to see the Pokemon Trainer. He is going to go for a down throw, followed by, do we see up smash? No, we're going to see a up throw from House, followed by, nope, up air misses. It's 54-109 right now. Up air, that is KO number 15 from Haim. So Haim now becomes the 8th member of the 15 KO club. Yes, he is the 8th member now. It's going to be 85-0 right now. Actually, no, he's the 9th. 96-0 right now between Haim and Stargazer as the Ceiling Fans. They still have the lead, and that's going to be up tilt. Squirtle is still alive for now. We're going to see the forward air. Nope. It's going to be side special down from Haim, followed by another side special from the Squirtle. But forward air, that's going to hit the Squirtle, sending him the other direction. 133-29 right now. We're going to see an on-stage neutral special. Weird decision from Haim, but Haim is getting step 47 onto this King Deity. 141-47 right now as we see up tilt. Now Bloodflame has a 1 versus 2 scenario. Can she snap the losing streak for Team Instinct? It's going to be 0-63 right now as Bloodflame forward smash gets parried. She is off stage because of that, and Degordo not going to land because of ledge invulnerability. Down tilt, up air. Stargazer at 83. It's going to be 16-83 right now. We see that down smash making it 30-83. Gordo will not land as that Gordo is stuck on the ledge, but it's going to be irrelevant by the time Bloodflame comes back. 42-96. She threw Thorn in the wrong direction. 56-96, and I don't think Bloodflame's coming back. The losing streak has extended to 7 games for Team Instinct. They are now 4-9 as they become the first team to clinch a losing record. As for the Ceiling Fans, they have a 7-5 record right now. They might have a playoff spot at the end of this round, as we're still not going to see Gazan making his debut for the Ceiling Fans. I know they moved up Stardazer just to make room for Gazan, but honestly, elevating Stardazer might have been the best move this team has made, because that top 3, even though Bloom is like alright, Doom, he's in hot and cold mode, Dr. House, he's always reliable, solid, gets you at least 1 KO most games, but Stardazer's starting to emerge even further as, let's see how many KOs this King Deity has. That is going to be KO number, trying to find. That's going to be KO number 14 for NetEasy's other King Deity. Wait. Stardazer has 12. Tilted has how many? Let's see. Tilted has 15 KOs. Guys, NetEasy, if you're watching this either live or as a VOD, both of your King Deities have very similar performances going on right now, even though Stardazer doesn't have as many opportunities. Like, I know Tilted is like the GOAT and all that right now in this first 2 seasons, but... Oh, also, Tilted, welcome to the 15 KO Club. Welcome, we forgot to congratulate you in there. So, welcome. Even though the Ditto Burritos lost to your worst nightmare, congratulations on joining the 15 KO Club again for your 3rd season in a row. He is the Season 2 playoff MVP, by the way, for those of you who did not watch the previous seasons. But a 5-3 victory from the Ceiling fans as they are now 7-5. That's going to put them at a +2 differential. And I think with some of the losses we've been seeing, that could possibly... Oh wait, no, actually, Ditto Burritos, they got the win. My apologies, I'm sorry. I'm getting the information wrong. The Ditto Burritos got the win over your worst nightmare. That's right, they're going to shoot up to the number 3 seed. Alright, so let's get that screenshot and... Guys, I'm going to be real with you. I don't really feel like doing an intermission right now. Would y'all be cool if I just do the last match right here? Would anybody like really care if I skip the intermission, just do intermissions after the last match? Yeah, I think we'll be fine, right? Let me make sure I actually screenshotted that real quick. Okay, yeah, we got screenshot. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Let's just go to the last game. Okay, the Swarm at the 8-Bit Bots. That's going to be the last game of the night as the Swarm. They're trying to become the first team to clinch a winning record in Season 3. So let's bring them in real quick. I just don't feel like doing an intermission. I'm like in the mood. It's the last game, so might as well just let y'all not wait. In exchange, maybe I update the standings and we report those standings live on stream. But the Swarm, we will see Duke Fizzles, Me Sword Fighter, Mr. Ninja. He's going to be the first Amiibo in this leadoff. He was one of the best leadoffs early on in the season, but he started kind of being shaky, all that. Maybe he can start emerging now. Currently 6-5 with 6 KOs in the leadoff. Has not had a multi-KO leadoff yet. C Sharp's Ganondorf, the number 2 Amiibo in this MVP race. 19 KOs so far this season, as Joe's Pyramithra is currently tied with Vin Diesel at 19 as well. Nightmare's King Deity Pancakes has 21. This Ganondorf has a fresh opportunity to pass or even tie if he gets 2 or 3 KOs. Vic Texas Almar Baba Booey, gonna be Amiibo number 3. I'm gonna stand up real quick because I just need to stretch my legs. The 4th Amiibo, you're not unrelated, but I need to get like one of those desks where I can adjust the height to like sitting or standing, because sometimes I want to stand up when I'm commentating this. Like whenever I reported stuff at the end, I like to stand up because I'll go for like whiteboard to whiteboard, because right now it's like only in single position. I feel like my table's a little too low because, okay, this is not like a proper desk. The table I'm using is literally one of those folding tables, like the ones that like Buffalo Bills fans they'll like jump on in before football games. Yeah, one of those. Ditto's King Deity, I Don't Love You is going to be the last Amiibo for the Swarm, by the way. Alright, so that is the Swarm roster. Currently the number 1 seed in the standings. If they win right here, they will become the first team to clinch a winning record, and they will remain the number 1 seed with 4 rounds remaining. If they lose this game, then Novas will take over as the number 1 seed with 4 rounds remaining to their schedules. As for their opponent, the 8-Bit Bots, they are currently 5-7, but they only have a -1 differential. NetEasy Samus erupted with her first 2 KO performance of the season. As let's find NetEasy real quick. NetEasy Samus, gonna be, where is she? Perklims, yes. Alright, in the second slot, we are going to see PGX's Simon Scorpion. Currently has 14 KOs of the season. You've probably heard this before. He is trying to join the 15 KO club. Can this Simon become the lowest tiered amiibo to join that club? I don't even know, like, have we had like a D plus tier? The Belmonts are in D tier, I believe, so he could be the lowest tiered amiibo to join that 15 KO club. That would be an amazing accomplishment of how PGX just trains the Belmonts. Because, okay, I'm gonna glaze him real quick. Is it even glazing if he's actually like good with the Belmonts? Because, like, okay, he's like one of the best Belmont trainers right now, like being serious and all. Joe's, oh wait, did we load in the Richter already? No, not yet. We just loaded into Ganondorf. PGX, both his Simon and Richter are on this roster, by the way, because they made a trade with Dynamic Divorce in the first round, something like that. I don't remember the full details, but that's how they were able to get this right here. As we see Sub-Zero in that 4 slot. He had a emergence in the middle of the season, but has just started to go a little bit cold. Joe Sephiroth Him is going to be the final slot for his team. The Season 1 playoff MVP, Raikou, still on that bench for the team as PGX. Even though we haven't seen any roster updates, I'm pretty sure he's confident in this team despite the record they have right now. By the way, the Chaos Corp, Ottawa, and 456 Squadron, they all avoid becoming the first teams to suffer losing seasons as Team Instinct. They will be the first team to suffer that fate as they have now lost 7 games in a row. Detroit, they could possibly join them as that second team as they suffer that loss to Ottawa. We'll see how things are in that next round as, given the nature of things right now, Team Instinct could possibly be eliminated in the next round. Who knows? We might start having eliminations tomorrow during tomorrow's doubleheader, but we didn't want to do an intermission. We want to head straight to the final game. We're going to have the Swarm against the 8-Bit Bots as the Swarm are trying to become the first team to clinch a winning record. Mr. Ninja, Vin Diesel, Baba Booey, Sidon, and I Don't Love You will be going up against Perplins, Scorpion, Yobenis, Sub-Zero, and him. Let's begin. Let's press those buttons. Up, left, right, down, A. Mr. Ninja, as the leadoff, is currently 6-5 with 6 KOs in the leadoff. Perplims is 6-6 with 7 KOs in the leadoff. Alright, I'm going to get down in my seat. I'm going to get as close as I can to the mic. And we're going to let this match begin. The final match of round 13. The next time we have a Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League after this, it's going to be after the trade deadline. 30-0 right now between this Mii Sword Fighter and the Samus. We're going to see just the charge shot. That's not going to land, so it's going to be a down smash. And Samus has the Mii Sword Fighter off stage. They will both come back onto the stage, though. It's going to be up tilt, 57-33 as the neutral air that misses from the Samus. Down tilt, Mii Sword Fighter, going to be high. It's going to be up tilt, off smash. 82-53 right now between these two Amiibo, as we're going to see it's going to be down smash from Mr. Ninja, down special, up tilt, fall by neutral air as Mr. Ninja remains off stage. It's going to be Mr. Ninja getting hit by the neutral air, but in the other direction. They will be both on stage as that's a medium charge shot. Actually, that was a low charge shot, my apologies. Mr. Ninja keeps getting hit by this Samus. It's 151-72 after all that damage, by the way. Down tilt as Mr. Ninja is still alive at 165. And Samus just went off stage low for some reason, even though the Mii Sword Fighter was high. It's 165-92 as Samus back onto the ground. She's going to charge a charge shot. She has a almost full charge shot available. It's going to be 173-116. It's not full quite yet. It's almost full. We're going to see the back throw as Mr. Ninja at 189%, still alive. We're going to see 189-142 as will one of these Amiibo get that lead off. It's been 75 seconds so far in that forward throw. Perplims will get that lead off. Perplims now has 7 lead off KOs and Vin Diesel with the immediate revenge KO. So that is KO number 20 for Vin Diesel. Congratulations. So now, what will happen next? Will Vin Diesel catch up with Pancakes in the MVP race tie? Or will Scorpion join the 15 KO club? Scorpion, he already has 88% damage onto Vin Diesel right now, as we're going to see the forward tilt. 99-0 right now. Between these, we're going to see this cross. It's 108-0 right now. We're going to have a back throw. 118-0 right now. A Scorpion has not taken any damage since coming out onto the field. Down smash, putting Vin Diesel at 136. Will Vin Diesel come back onto the stage? He will. There's finally damage from Scorpion, but Scorpion joins the 15 KO club. Welcome. He is the lowest tiered Amiibo to join said 15 KO club at D tier. This is an A+ and below league, so having this Simon all the way at 15 KOs in the season, just an impressive feat of PGX's training. 32 to 57 right now as we see that down smash. 44 to 57. It's going to be a up special. 61 to 57. We're going to see the side special. It's 71 to 57 as Scorpion. He has a pretty good chance of maybe getting KO number 16 of the season. Baba Booey. We're going to see a up tilt followed by, what do we see next? Down smash. Baba Booey off stage to the left. Could he get KO number 16? That cross is going to miss. It's going to be, actually the axe missed, but the cross hits on the way back. 144 to 89 right now as we're going to see down smash. Baba Booey at 130 right now. That cross is going to miss. Forward tilt. No, it's going to be a forward throw. And Scorpion has 16 KOs of the season now. So now it's a 4 versus 2 scenario with the 8-bit bots in the lead. It's going to be the side special, making this 28 to 97 as Sidon. We're going to see if he can do some damage control, but Sidon already at 39. Parries that boomerang. Both Amiibo have boomerangs, but they're different properties on the return. The Simon, he will be KO'd right here, but at 16 KOs, he is the lowest tier to be able to have 15 or more. It's going to be forward tilt, followed by, it's going to be a back throw. 54 to 0 between Yo Bennis and Sidon as a Gandorf. If he gets a massive hit, Sidon at 90 right now. It's going to be a side B which gets interrupted. We're going to see 95 to 27, but forward smash. That sends Yo Bennis off stage. It's going to be deep, but he should be able to come back on. It's going to be a forward smash that gets shielded. That one gets shielded as well. Third one is going to get spot dodge, and that's going to be a down tilt. And up tilt, that will not land because of the DID. Perfect DID timing for Simon to get back onto the stage while also doing that. That is a ledge attack interrupting that up tilt. 135 to 172 as we're going to see a forward tilt. Yo Bennis is off stage right now as Sidon. Can he get 2 KOs in this game? No, he will not. Ditto's King Deity, I Don't Love You, has a 1 versus 3 scenario right now. The 8-bit bots have blown this type of situation before. Will it happen again? This Ganondorf is not coming back, by the way. Okay, so I Don't Love You has a 1 versus 2 scenario now as PGX's Richter. Coming out now for the 8-bit bots, it's going to be 22 to 8 right now. We're going to see that forward tilt. 22 to 20 right now as we see a up throw, up air. Sub-Zero at 45% already. Dash attack makes it 65. And this Richter, I don't think, no, he will be able to come back with the tether. He's still in tether range right now, but that's going to be a Gordo. It's going to miss. It's going to be a back throw as Sub-Zero at 94% right now. It's going to be a down throw from the Richter now into forward air. 48 to 94 between these two. We're going to see 58, but it's going to be 66 to 109. This King Deity needs to get rid of his Richter because there is still Joe's, Sephiroth, him in the back. It's 94 to 109 right now, 105 to 109 as maybe Sub-Zero can close out this game. Who knows, who knows? We're going to see a King Deity, he's jumping around, 118 to 109 as the Richter down tilt. We're going to see I Don't Love You coming back onto the stage at the right height. 135 to 109, it's going to be a forward smash getting parried, so forward tilt from this King Deity. We just see a Gordo just for protection, 144 to 119, but dash attack, I Don't Love You, he is off stage, but he is going high. He will come back onto the stage though. It's going to be a down smash, and it's going to come down to the last Amiibo. I Don't Love You. He has 2 KOs in this game, but it's 162 to 0 between I Don't Love You and him. This Sephiroth will get the wing at 80. We're going to see a forward tilt. Nope, it's going to be a snap. And we see a forward tilt, and Joe's Sephiroth him is able to do cleanup duty as the 8-bit bots. They will play spoiler against the Swarm as the Swarm has now lost back-to-back games. The Novas are going to be your 1 seed exiting this round, but the 8-bit bots, they now have a 6-7 record with a 0 differential. PGX's Simon Scorpion becomes the lowest tiered Amiibo to have 15 KOs or more, and with the pace he is, there's a non-zero chance he could finish with 20. The 8-bit bots, they have 3 games remaining to their schedule as they're going to be on bye in round 15, so that's going to be the second match of this doubleheader we have tomorrow. Let's actually look at 8-bit bots' remaining schedule. Okay, come with me for a second. They just defeated the #1 seed, the Swarm. A massive upset victory for his team to keep their playoff hopes alive. Then, round 14, they go to the Ceiling Fans, who are also trying to have a playoff slot. They have their bye in round 15. Then for the last 2 games, they go and host the Ditto Burritos. Then they go on the road to the 4th and 6th Squadron. Could the 8-bit bots go on a late season surge? They are currently 6-7 right now. If they win out, they would be 9-7. Honestly, 9-7, 10-6, that's going to be the line you need to cross in order to get into this playoffs. They have a favorable differential at 0 despite being 1 game under 500, but who knows, who knows. Alright, so we're going to have 2 rounds of the intermission. When we have those 2 rounds of the intermission finished, we are going to have not only your updated KO total sheets, but we are also going to have the standings available. So double intermission to end the night. Stay tuned, because in about 15 to 20 minutes we will have those standings available for y'all. And speaking of which, let's head to that intermission. Alright, round 4 of Pool 26. We're going to see B-Fans, Link, Papa. So let's bring Papa real quick. He will be going up against Raps, Piranha Plant, Bong. Alright. The bottom left corner, we are going to see, it's going to be Jaws' Byleth Power against Lee's Banjo Cleese. So let's grab Lee's Banjo. On the bottom right corner, however, we're going to see White Cheese's Young Link against KB's Mega Man. So, we're going to have a double intermission, folks. Restart to update. I'm literally streaming right now. I'm streaming. Don't tell me to update right now. I am literally live streaming right now. I have to do some standings. Bruh. Hey, 1AM, we know you're live streaming right now to an audience of like 4 or 5 people, but you should really update your computer right now. No! Give me like 1 to 2 hours, because I still need to update a bunch of standings and stuff. Alright. Your double intermission get started right now. Stay tuned or come back in 15 to 20 minutes, because we will have not only updated KO totals, but your updated standings as well. Your intermission is beginning. It's a double.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have another trade in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be the reversal of an earlier trade we saw. So, NetEasy's Mii Brawler White Light is heading back to the Chaos Corp, and Nightmare's Mewtwo Nightmare is heading back to Your Worst Nightmare. This is a reversal of the mid-season trade, which drew some controversy. So, it's a reversal. So, White Light is headed back to the Chaos Corp, Nightmare is headed back to Your Worst Nightmare, where they originally were to begin this season. That is a second trade we see from Your Worst Nightmare between this round and the next round. Will they make any more moves in the trade deadline? We'll find out.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Alright, that is round 4 of this giant intermission pools. We have the KO leader stats updated if you want to check the spreadsheet early, but we still need to update the actual Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League standings. So, I will say this, I do believe the Novas and the Swarm are going to be your number 1 and 2 teams, with probably the Ditto Brios at number 3. I don't know what 4 through 8 looks like and who's in, who's out. I do know for sure that the 456 Squadron, MLO, if you're watching this, you are no longer the worst team in the league right now, because Team Instinct should be taking that role as they're the first team to clinch a losing season. But as for this intermission, let's update this real quick. B-Fans link Papa with a 2-1 victory over Bong as he is 4-0 in this pool. Jaws' link Power, Jaws' Violet Power, 4-0 in this pool too. KB's Mega Man Corso gets his 2-0 sweep over White Cheese's Young Link, as I believe the Young Link is now 0-4. I'm the number 1 fan, right? Very doggish. Type like 2 more messages and I think you should be on the thing. Because most of the experience, well, Nightmare's like stuck at 75 experience because this YouTube thing is like weird. Alright, let's get to round 5 of this giant intermission real quick. Pool 26, part of a double we have, but yes. Jaws and Playfan are 4-0 right now. KB's Mega Man Corso is 2-2 with a 0 differential. Because the lowest wildcard is +3, the Mega Man will not be advancing no matter what, unfortunately. So that is the unfortunate news for KB. So Jaws and B-Fan will advance. They will be number 1 and number 2. So the match on the top is just going to be a match to see who is the best of this pool. Who will finish 5-0. Will it be Jaws or will it be B-Fan? The winner will be 5-0, the loser will be 4-1. That's going to be the most interesting match happening on the top. The other matches, they're just for completionist purposes, all that. White Cheese is 0-4 in his case, so he's trying to get out here with a win. He will face off against Rap Jam on the bottom left corner. So let's bring White Cheese real quick Rap versus White Cheese actually. In the bottom right corner, we're going to see... Let's see, the bottom right corner, that's going to be Luigi's Banjo against KB's Mega Man. Even if KB gets a 2-0 sweep, that would only be a +2 differential, not enough to advance via wildcard system. Alright, Pool 5 is getting started right now. When we come back, we're going to have the updated league standings. Okay, so Bracket.com decided to take forever to actually update the league standings, and then I realized I forgot to actually set the thing to add 1 point to those who won, those who lost, so I need to re-update it again. It's not exactly down, but it's taking forever to actually load. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for it to reload real quick, and I see the updated standings, this final pool, not much drawn here, as B-Fans Link Papa will get out of this pool 5-0. Jaws will advance with a 4-1 record out of pool 26. We see Bong getting a win, as White Cheese will unfortunately go 0-5 into the pool. KB's Mega Man Corso does get that 2-0 sweep over Lee Banjo-Kazooie, but with a 3-2 record, only a +2 differential, this Mega Man will not have a chance in the wildcard system because the lowest wildcard right now is +3 in that differential. So this Mega Man not going to be able to advance, unfortunately. Bracket.com is still taking forever to load, so let's see if I can just do this manually. So let's see. I know who the number 1, number 2, and number 19 seeds are, but let me do some math. Okay, let's see. If Chaos Corp and Ottawa, if Chaos Corp, Ottawa, 456 each won their games, Detroit lost, then that means they're all going to be 5-8 compared to Detroit's 4-8. No, yeah, 5-8, 5-8, 4-8. Detroit's 4-8, but Detroit. Okay, so it would be 456, I think. I'm doing some math. I'm doing some manual math because Bracket.com decided to take forever the one time there's people live on the stream. We hope for some a little bit of patience for those of you who are here. It's like the one time I want to do this, and it's like, damn, it wants to take forever. It's like I'm only adding one round to this. It's not the USAC ranked system where we have like thousands of Amiibo in the system and it needs to update like 100 a game. No, it's just a this Bracket.com just always wants to be down. The worst time. The thing is, it's not even down. It's just this specific ranking takes forever to load. Like if I come over here, if I wait, it's just load. Updating all rankings is actually gonna take some time. Please rate. I've been waiting for like 2 to 3 minutes already. Please, just give me my Bracket.com rankings. I know what it should look like. I know who should have 5 wins and who should have 5 losses, who is 7-5. Let's see. If Nightmare, No Custody, Dynamic, and Ditto all lost, Edmonton lost, Very Doggish lost, Toronto did win, so Toronto is going to be 7-5 as well, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams at 7-5, I believe. So let me do the math. 7-5. So seeds 3 through 7 would all have 7-5 records as we speak. I'm gonna have to do this manually. So we're gonna do this manually. Please bear with me as we enjoy the random fighting game music that's just thrown into this playlist. So yeah, let's see. If the Ditto Burritos got a 5-3 victory with a +2, then the Ditto Burritos are going to be. Let me do the math. Okay, so the Chaos Corp, they won, so they're going to be 5-8 with a plus. They had a -8 differential 3, so they're going to only be -5 now. No Custody, they lost 5-2, so they're going to be 7-5 with a. Wait, no, not 75, 7-5. I'm doing this manually because Bracket.com does not want to load. It's like the worst possible time for Bracket.com to not load. I was like, it loaded, but then I forgot to do this. Yippee! Okay, so if No Custody lost and that was a 3 differential, they were at +6. Now they're going to be 7-5 with only a +3 differential because of that blowout loss. Red plus Blue, they won, so they are 6-6 now. Their differential is a +2 increase, so they're going to go from -3 to -1. And that win was over Dynamic Divorce, who was going to fall down to 7-5. Their differential was +5, so it's going to fall down to +3 now. So Dynamic Divorce and No Custody are tied once again. I believe. Who won that match? It was back in round 8. I can't actually load this right now. So let's yeah, server error. Bracket.com is down. You've got to be kidding me. Yep, okay, manual time. I believe No Custody won back in round 8. I do have the scores on my physical pieces of paper. Yes, No Custody won 4-5, so No Custody would have tiebreaker over Dynamic Divorce regarding that. The Starbreakers won their match, so they are 6-6. It was a +1 differential increase. Yeah, Bragg.com is down. Okay, update all league rankings. I'm gonna press it, and yeah, Bragg.com is down. Woohoo! At the worst possible time. So Starbreakers, they're gonna be 5-6 with a 6-6 with a -1 differential as well. The Starbreakers versus Red Plus Blue, they play each other yet? No. Red Plus Blue and Starbreakers will play each other in the final round. So now we have to go to our spreadsheet real quick. See who has the best differential. Oh yeah, you know one thing we can do? Yeah, let's just wait for Bragg.com to like stop being down for a minute. But let's talk about the standings, like the actual standings we have. So, the KO leader position. Let's get this music for the KO leader. Alright. So, the top 10 right now, we actually have 3 Amiibo tied in 9th place for 15 KOs. The 2 of them are going to be your newest additions to the 15 KO club. So let's see. Penger's Pokemon Trainer Heim, NetEase's King Deity, Tilted, and Seikada's Zelda Diabells. There are now 11 members in the 15 KO club. Heim and Tilted, they are the newest members. Diabells, she is on bye with the Novas, so we did not see her play, but she joined that club last round. They have 15 KOs each. Then let's see. At 16 KOs, we have 3 more Amiibo. It's going to be Nightmare's Pyramithra, Joe's Cloud Tifa, and PGX's Simon Scorpion. Scorpion is one of the newest member of the 15 KO club, by the way. He is the lowest tiered Amiibo to reach that accomplishment. And right now, he could be on pace to finish the season with 20. Then at 17 KOs, Obsesses Piranha Plant Papayas. He is currently the lone 5th place Amiibo. In fact, 5th place, 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, and 4th place are all going to be lone. Nobody shares those numbers, so 17 KOs is Papaya. 4th place belongs to Nachos with 18 KOs this season. 3rd place belongs to Joe's Pyramithra Silly with 19 KOs in the season. 2nd place belongs to C Sharp's Ganondorf Vin Diesel, who has 20 KOs. He is one of 2 Amiibo in the 20 KO club, as he got that KO to join said club alongside the #1 frontrunner in this MVP race, Nightmare's King Deity Pancake, so the Time Zone squad. Now he has been slowing down, which is why all these other Amiibo have been able to possibly catch up with him, but he can still break the record with 3 more KOs in the last 4 games. But Nightmare's King Deity Pancakes currently the leader right now, just to imply how much he slowed down. 17 KOs in rounds 1 through 7. In rounds 8 through 13, he's only had 4. So now, of course, they did have their bye, and he's been on a little streak because, well, honestly, I think Diabells broke him. I think Diabells broke Pancakes because Pancakes was just on that tear Diabells had during that 4KO performance. I really think Sakata Zelda Diabells just broke Pancakes in that round 8 matchup, and Pancakes has just not been able to recover since. I think that's what's going on with Pancakes, and that's why this MVP race has been able to become more of a horse race rather than just one Amiibo running away with it all. We're definitely not going to see 30 KOs this season, but I definitely think we're going to hit the 25 KO mark. We will definitely see an Amiibo reach 25. I guarantee it. Joe Namath guarantee style it. Maybe I don't want to do that because conspiracy theories with the jet being sold to the devil. I don't know. I don't know anything. But Bragg.com, do you want to work? No. Okay, so we're just gonna keep doing this manually then. Okay. I'm just gonna type in the Discord announcement real quick because it's like, Bracket, why are you down? Bracket decided to be down at the worst time. Alright, so let's see. The Time Zone squad, they lost, so they're gonna fall down to 6-6. They had a -1 differential. They lost this 5-4, so that's going to put them at -2 now. Detroit, they lost, so they're falling down to 4-8. It was a 5-4 loss, so their -3 differential becomes a -4. Ottawa, they won, so they are 5-8. They go from a -9 differential to a -8 differential. Toronto, they got that big win over Edmonton, 5-3. They were 7-5 plus 2. Now they're going to be 7-5 plus 4. Edmonton, they lost. They are 6-6, and that differential is going to bring them from +4 to only +2. Edmonton's differential is the one thing that could possibly save them if things start to go a bit sideways for this team. Jokaya, he is trying to make it to the playoffs for the very first time in franchise history. They had that heartbreaking loss against Novas in the first season. In Season 2, things just didn't really mesh. They finished as one of the 3 worst teams in the league alongside the Swarm and the Time Zone Squad. Veridog's team, they lost. It was a 5-3 loss to the 456 Squadron, so they are 6-6. That differential is going to go from +2 to 0. So Veridog's team, if you're watching, you are not in a negative differential quite yet. If anyone is watching, thank you for being here, by the way. Thank you for still being here, even though we're dealing with technical difficulties. Regarding Bracket.com, it is down at the worst time as usual. You know how server errors are. Yippee. I completely understand why you guys use challenge now. It's like, I understand why you guys use challenge, but it's like, I can press the enter button when I input data on bracket. I don't have to like scroll my mouse. It's like the silliest, pettiest reason why I still use bracket in the Big 25. I know, like, if bracket had a dark mode, it would be perfect. The 456 Squadron, they got that win, so they are 4-8. Their -12 differential is now only -10. Let's see, your worst nightmare, they lost, so they are 7-5. Their differential is going to go from +6 to +4 as, okay, they're going to be tied with Toronto. Toronto versus your worst nightmare, have they played each other yet? Toronto, your worst nightmare, I think they did back in round 6. What was the result of that round 6 game between Toronto and your worst nightmare? Let's look real quick. I think your worst nightmare was in a slump, so Toronto might have won that game on head-to-head. We're checking. Toronto, your worst nightmare. No, that was actually a big blowout win for your worst nightmare. A 5-2 victory for your worst nightmare. So your worst nightmare will have head-to-head over Toronto when we get to there. All right, the Ditto Burritos, they got that big win over your worst nightmare. They are 7-5. Their differential is going to skyrocket from +4 to +6. Alright, Team Instinct, they are the first team to clinch a losing record, so they're the first team to reach 9 losses, as they are going to be 4-9 with a -10 differential. So they're going to be the new worst team in the league, so 456 Squadron, congratulations, you are no longer at the bottom. And you have a chance to rise even higher than that. The Ceiling Fans, they got that win over Team Instinct. They're going to be 7-5 with a +2 differential. So we might have more than just a few teams at 7-5, actually. Let's see, 8-3. The Swarm, they're going to fall down to 8-4. That's going to be a +6 instead of +7 because it was a last game. So the Novas, I think, are going to overtake them. 8-Bit Bots, 6-7 with a with a 0 differential, actually, because it was 5-4. If I Don't Love You didn't make that attempted comeback, this could be a positive differential for this 8-Bit Bots, as I see loading. Bracket.com is back up. Yes, Bracket.com is back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Bracket.com is back up. Woo! So, let's see. We can manually actually just look at this now as, okay. This is where I'm going to just cross out some names. Let's see, how many 7-5 teams do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 7-5 teams. Okay, so you need 7 wins to be in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. 7 wins or more. So Team Instinct, you are under threat of being eliminated in the next round if you lose. So we finally have an elimination scenario set for tomorrow. Team Instinct will play against the Swarm, by the way. The Swarm is trying to become the first team to have a winning record, and they can do it while also eliminating a team from the playoffs. So Team Instinct, warning, you are at risk for being eliminated in the next round, or if all of those teams with those 8 seeds and above, they win. Alright, so let's see. Let's do some differential math real quick. 7-5. Okay, 7-5. Okay, so this team is going to be the number 3 seed as we predicted. Then we have the plus... Do we have any +5s? No, we have +4s. It's going to be this one. Yeah, +4, +4, +3, +3, +2. So it's going to be this one, that one, the one that won a championship, the other one that won a championship, this one who's trying to make it to the big dance for the first time, and that's it for the 7-5 teams. We don't have any 6 and 7s. Yeah, I was about to say, times should be 6 and 6. Yeah, okay, so 6 and 6s, we have a 0, -1, -1, and a -2, so, 4, 6, and 6 teams. Let's see, of those -1s, red, blue, Starbreakers, we're going to have to go to their KO leader real quick. So let's see, red plus blue are Starbreakers. We see Fred at 12 KOs, Starbreakers. No, they don't exactly have a KO leader because they purged most of the team. So red plus blue is going to have that over Starbreakers. We'll have those standings updated, I promise. So for those of you still here, bracket.com, it's back up. We're finally doing this stuff manually. So let's see. So if it's going to be this one, that one, the third one, and the one that's collapsing. So you, this one, and oh hey, that's me. Then let's see, we have a yeah, it would be 6 and 7 afterwards. So 6 and 7, that's gonna be them at here. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, that's gonna be the 4s, I believe. Right, so let's see. Wait. 1, 5, 1 team here. So it would be this one. They are currently that record. Thank you for staying put, by the way. Thank you for being patient as we're dealing with the technical difficulties. Bracket.com, it is back up, but I'm just doing it manually at this point. Okay, there's actually 2 teams with the same record as... Okay, no, it's gonna be this one, then that one in the record. Okay, so it's, yeah. Yeah, so you, them, then, okay, 16, 17, 18, that's gonna be the 4s, right? Wait, I feel like I'm missing something. Did we forgot to put Edmonton in these standings, damn it. Okay, yeah, okay, Edmonton is just gonna be, here. I'm too lazy to erase everything, so we're just gonna erase some of the stuff. We're just gonna erase these numbers on the side, bring this one up. It's gonna look sloppy, but at this point, I don't care. And this is why I do this stuff digitally, because I would have completely forgotten to put Edmonton on these standings. See, this is why you do it manually. Oh, sorry, automatically, with computers and stuff. That's why we have technology. Alright, so I think, yeah, it's going to be this one, that one. So, minus, what's the record differential now? It's going to be 4 against a minus 10. Alright, let's see how many people are still here. Thank you for your patience, all that. The round 12 standings, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, round 13 standings. Round 13 standings. We will start from the bottom to the top. At number 19, it's going to be with a 4-9 record, minus 10 differential, Team Instinct, the first team to clinch a losing record. 18th place is going to be a 4-8 record, minus 10 differential, the 456 Squadron. Number 17, 4-8 record, minus 4 differential, Detroit. At number 16, 5-8 record, minus 8 differential, Ottawa. At number 15 with a 5-8 differential, 5-8 record, minus 5 differential, the Chaos Corp. Into the 6-win teams. Number 14, 6-7 record, plus 0 differential. It's going to be the 8-bit bots. Into the 6-6 teams. The worst of the 6-6 teams is going to be number 13, the Time Zone Squad with a minus 2 differential. At number 12, the Starbreakers, 6-6 with a minus 1 differential. They and red plus blue have the exact same differential, but because of the 4th tiebreaker, that being KO leader, the red plus blue will have that tiebreaker over the Starbreakers. Then let's see. Number 10, it's going to be 6-6 with a 0 differential, Very Doggish's team. Number 9, 6-6 record with a plus 2 differential, it's going to be Edmonton. So Edmonton is the number 9 seed, the first team out of the playoffs. All the teams we're about to mention are currently in the playoffs right now. Your number 8 seed with 4 rounds remaining is going to be the Ceiling Fans. 7-5 record with a plus 2 differential. Your number 7 seed is the Dynamic Divorce. 7-5 record with a plus 3 differential. They are tied with No Custody, but they lose on head-to-head to No Custody, as No Custody is your number 6 seed. 7-5 record with a plus 3 differential. At number 5 and number 4, we have Toronto and Your Worst Nightmare at 7 and 5 with a +4 differential. Your Worst Nightmare defeated Toronto back in one of the early rounds, I believe round number 6. So that's why Your Worst Nightmare gets that head-to-head tiebreaker over Toronto. So that's your 5 and 4 seeds. Your number 3 seed is the Ditto Burritos, 7 and 5 record with a +6 differential. The number 2 seed is going to be the Swarm. The Swarm has lost back-to-back games since starting 8 and 2. They have a +6 differential, but I don't think they're going to be able to collapse hard enough to miss the playoffs. And finally, your number 1 seed with 4 rounds remaining. In their bye week, the Novas jump up to the number 1 seed, 8 and 4 record with a +11 differential. Those are your standings. We will repost those into Discord as well as your KO leaders. Pancake still remains in the lead, but Vin Diesel, Silly, Papaya, and I forgot who had 18 KOs. It was Nachos. They are starting to close up on Pancakes as this MVP race starting to tighten up. So, the trade deadline is in 12 hours and 13 minutes. Get your trades in. Get your trades in if you want to make any trades, if you want to buy Amiibo, if you want to sell Amiibo at the trade deadline. Do it in the next 12 hours. The trade deadline is in 12 hours and 13 minutes from right now. Tomorrow, we are going to do a double header with rounds 14 and 15. So round 14, Ottawa is going to be on the bye as we have No Custody at Edmonton, Toronto at Red Plus Blue, the Time Zone Squad at Detroit, Starbreakers at Dynamic Force, Chaos Corp at Novas, Ditto Burritos at 456, 8-Bit Bots at Sling Fans, Fairy Dog's team at Your Worst Nightmare, and Team Instinct at The Swarm. We are going to start having elimination scenarios right now. If Team Instinct loses, they will be eliminated from the playoffs because the number 8 seed right now, Ceiling Fans, they are 7 and 5 right now. If the Ceiling Fans were to lose out, that would put them at 7 and 10, I think. Okay, a Ceiling Fans win and a Team Instinct loss would eliminate them, but just don't have 10 losses to begin with if you want to try to make it into the playoffs, because it's getting thick, it's getting deeper and deeper. Then, round 15, the second part of the doubleheader, the 8-Bit Bots will be on bye, and we are going to see the Ceiling Fans at No Custody, Red Plus Blue at the Ditto Burritos, 456 at the Time Zone Squad, Your Worst Nightmare at the Swarm, Very Dodge's team at Team Instinct, Dynamic Divorce at the Novas, Starbreakers at the Chaos Corp, Toronto at Detroit, and finally Ottawa at Edmonton. So, all the cross-division matches are over now. If you're not playing an independent team in your respective round, you will be playing one of your 3 remaining division opponents. So that means in the next 4 rounds, unless you are one of the teams having a bye, you will have a division match. Regardless if you have a bye or not, you will be facing off against 3 division rivals. That's right. All 3 of your division games will be coming up in these next 4 rounds, so be prepared for some very, very tough matches. We have some division races that still need to be settled. The North Division, Toronto has the lead right now, but Edmonton, that win, Edmonton and Toronto will rematch each other in the final round, as that could be what ultimately decides the North Division in round 17. The South Division right now, the Swarm currently leads the South Division right now, but Your Worst Nightmare, they are starting to catch up. Your Worst Nightmare and the Swarm, they're going to face off against each other in, let's see, round 15, so the second part of that doubleheader. The East Division right now, the top 2 are the Novas, who currently hold the 1 seed, and Dynamic Divorce, who is currently at the 7 seed. This is only a 1-win difference, by the way. The Dynamic Divorce, the Novas, they will play each other in round 15. Dynamic Divorce won the first of those 2 games, by the way. Then the West Division. The Ditto Burritos and the Silly Fans are both tied at 7-5 records. Ditto Burritos win out on differential. We saw the Ceiling Fans win the first of 2. Wait, who won round 12 again? Was it Ditto Burritos or was it Ceiling Fans? It was the Ceiling Fans with the win. They will rematch each other in round 18 as mentioned. So all 4 divisions coming up to close races as well. We have No Custody. They are the only independent team in a playoff spot right now because Red Plus Blue, Time Zone Squad, both are 6 and 6. We're going to start seeing eliminations in these next 2 rounds, but that's going to be it for today's stream. Thank you for staying with me through all this yapping, all that. If you are a VOD watcher and you've been watching all this without skipping, thank you for your appreciation, thank you for your patience, all that. Why did he not sign off by now already? But I appreciate you, all that. We are going to have another doubleheader tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. The trade deadline is in 10, 12 hours, and 9 minutes from now. But until then, we will have that trade deadline, and we will have round 14 and round 15 tomorrow. Y'all have a nice night. Those will be tomorrow. Good night.